in there. We won the league at Anfield. We won it at the Lane. Stamford Bridge, Old Trafford. No one else can say the same. Mikel Arteta's army. We're Arsenal through and through. We'll sing it in the North Bank and in the clock in two. Come on, you people. Champions elect, baby. Let's freaking go. Hey, guys. Look at the caption. Where's Murad? Where is Murad? Because guess what, people? It's time. It's over. It's over. It's over. This league is over. It's over and done and dusted. Murad, where my guy? My guy. Good evening to the greatest footballing podcast to air when the panel are supporting the campaign to champions elect. Okay, it's just a matter of when, not if anymore, people. It's when is it going to be secured? Okay, we are here live and direct. You heard me. You heard me right. Anyway, my name is Taylor. And if you don't know this, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
We scored a goal. 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 3 points, baby! Do you know how long it's been? Do you know how long it's been? Oh, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. What's going on, boys?
I'm in a big mood. And I'm joined by Ernest, Jesus of Nazareth. Ernest, a Manchester United fan.
Brother. Brother.
Oh.
7. Brother.
Oh,
listen,
my God.
The thing is, yeah, I chose the worst day to come back on the pod. I've done flipping. How many games at Old Trafford not beaten, not drawn, nothing? Yeah, man's on the Tin Pot Cup or whatever. Man chose the 7-0 on Ghana Independence Day. It didn't even feel like we gained Independence Day, brother. Hey, brother, listen. I mean. Listen, since I'm the only one holding up the fort today, let's kick off, man.
Wait, Alice, just before you go, because I know you got a lot to go. There's so many comments.
I'm reading through them, yeah.
I have to let them run a little bit, and then we can dive straight into the analysis. Endo says 7 up, 7 heaven for Liverpool. Robin, Ernest, Abdi, step forward. A lot of people are calling out Abdi in the comments.
Where is Abdi?
Abdi's name. Murad says Abdi will not turn up today. Where is that boy Abdi? I ain't seen a comment from Abdi. I've seen Assad. I ain't seen Abdi.
Oh, it's Assad I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's the A. You're getting confused. C1 says Salah took the mick. Big up to Har. He says Chelsea finally won. David said big up top 4. Always love every single time. Big up Baraka in the comments as well. Assad is talking about we finally won a game. Ernest, you got a supporter. Jazz is here to back you.
Listen, Jazz is my boy, man. Jazz is my guy, bro. We literally, it's an echo chamber. Every time he speaks, I agree. Every time I speak, he agrees. It's calm.
Peter, your intro, people were shocked by your intro. Tahar says somebody clipped that. Assad is saying champions elect. I'm gonna hold you to it. You can't bottle it. But let's be real.
Abdi's here.
Let's be real. The arrival of Abdi and the introduction of this pod. We have to start. There's only one place to start.
1 hug, 2 hug, 3 hug, 4 hug, 5 hug, 6 hug, 7 hug, and you'll always walk alone. You're not. Liverpool fans were in full swing. Let me tell. Ernest, bro. No, talk to me, yeah. Because
hey, Adrian says 7.
Adrian is jumping on the pod and commenting before he came out.
Hey, Adrian's gonna be here very shortly. Don't worry. He's on the way. Well, Ernest, talk to us, man. Talk to us.
What the hell? What the hell went on at Anfield, man? What took place,
brother?
What took place?
Do you remember when in Friday Smokey took the angel dust?
Yes.
And he woke up in like cold sweats. I couldn't sleep last night.
I said I couldn't sleep.
There's no result, in life that has rattled me. Bro, I went to work. Rattled.
must have been
like,
an absolute pit.
no. As in, I don't think you understand. Yeah, grey hairs came out of nowhere last night. Like more time. I watched Man United after the game, do analysis, watch the highlights again, brother. My first memory is the only memory from what I saw live. I have no clue who scored a back of the header. I have no clue who scored from near post. I have no clue. I think it was Salah scored with his right foot, brother. I'm so rattled, yeah. That no, because you know what it is, yeah.
I can't stop.
That
Man.
Endo, like Doddies were in the chair today, shook, because it was like,
You were pissed.
yo, no, I don't think you understand, yeah. There's no result in the history of football as a United fan that has rattled me like yesterday. No result. 6-1 against City, 3-0 Barca in the Champions League final, 4-0 Chelsea, flipping the 5-0 last season at Old Trafford against Liverpool, 4-0 the 9-0 aggregate, the 3-0 in 20 minutes at Arsenal at the Emirates. No result has rattled me like yesterday.
It's the worst in our lifetimes, right?
4-0 against Brentford, 2-1 Brighton first game of the season. There is no result that has rattled me like last night. None of them. None of them come close. And the truth is, yeah, I was telling me and Robin were going back and forth in the group chat yesterday, and Robin was speaking sense, but I had to calm down to hear what you were saying, because I blame Ten Hag entirely, yeah. But bruv, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. Some of these players, like this. First of all, let's have it right, yeah. I'm not gonna say specific numbers in terms of 7-0, but an embarrassing result was coming, because there's a reason I wanted to be out of this all these cups. United fans were talking jazz about quadruple. You man are drinking expired milk. Like, I'm so sorry. You man were all, because like obviously you guys didn't hear from me too much apart from the comments, because I've been speaking. All my energy was being extended at work, and it was literally arguing like with United fans, non-United fans. People try to put us in a title race, all this other stuff. Man, them settle, like calm the flip down, because we, like I told man in the summer, if we finish 6th, it's a good season. Eric Ten Hag has done, and this is Pochettino part 2. He's overachieving with a squad that a lot of them, Ragnick was saying they need to cut. Did you not see Fred yesterday? Wow. Like, okay, but so let's begin, because I don't want to spend 30 minutes or 45 minutes talking about this club, yeah, because Adrian has to speak. There's a lot of other topics, but essentially it kicks off with Ten Hag. Like Ten Hag comes to Anfield and he plays the. Did you see our right side? Anthony, Fred, and Dalot.
I was going to ask about what was your thoughts on that,
bro? When I saw Dalot, I thought, guys, he's not been good since the World Cup. Dalot's been,
hasn't he?
Dalot's been like, the opposition has to be perfect for him to have some level of like competence and ability. Anthony, you guys know what I feel about Anthony. I think he's a pathetic football player. I think he's poor. Like, I'm not a fan. He thinks he's on FIFA Street. This is not it, bro. He's not good. He's not. To this day, I ask people, what does he do well? What does he do actually well? As a winger, you're meant to have some level of threat, even if you're not explosive. The guy is pants. I don't care what anyone tells me, yeah? And then in the middle,
potential in there.
Fred, bruv, even C1 saying, no, he's not good, bro. Like, when I ask all his lawyers, people that want to believe that he's good, he's not good, bruv. I don't know what he does well. He doesn't go to any of the big clubs and improve their front line. The other ones.
He's not good enough on the ball to do the nothing that he does off the ball.
Thank you, Oscar. You see what I'm saying? So essentially, then we have Fred. I think Fred is the worst player in the top 10 when it comes to spatial awareness. He has no clue what to do in space or out of space. Like, Fred has been bad for a while now, yeah. And what people do, same thing I was saying about Rashford to another group I was chatting to, yeah. that what people have done is that they've said this player has been sick. It's like no. Last season they were terrible. This year they're not terrible. That's the difference. That's the difference. Because I've been saying to Man for time, I still see Rashford. You lot are seeing Rashford on form in terms of in front of goal, but Rashford has not changed. What did he do yesterday? You see what I'm saying? But again, I'll go back to Ten Hag. You went to Anfield, you played Weghorst, number 10. You played Rashford up top when even Alex Ferguson said it. How many times have we had this conversation? Rashford is not a striker. He's a left forward or a left winger, if you want to be technical. Yeah. You played him. He's been playing on the left and terrorizing man, yeah. For like 3 months, he's been terrorizing the man, yeah. You played him up top to do what? Against Konate and Van Dijk. Nothing's gonna happen. Do you see what I'm saying? I knew nothing was gonna happen. Then you played Bruno, who's been on the right. You played him on the left against Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is their one weak spot. What were you trying to do? Casemiro should have been playing with Sabitzer. Even if you wanna play a midfield to counter theirs, you play Sabitzer, Casemiro, and Fred. If you still want to keep Fred in there, cool. Yeah. Then at least if we lose, we lose. But we're not going to concede 7 with that midfield. We're not conceding 7. Then on the left side, you had Bruno, you had Casemiro, I think he has something about 20% pass accuracy in the first 20 minutes or whatever. Yeah, and United fans, by the way, were saying that Pogba's the one that kept losing the ball a lot. Now Bruno's come and his ball retention plus Casemiro's was appalling yesterday, but no one's saying anything. No one is saying a word, bro. Like the criticism Bruno received from Gary Neville yesterday is the first time, in my opinion, in ever that he's been criticized. Gary Neville's criticized Bruno Fernandes. You guys know, the streets know. I have been onto Bruno for years. I've been onto Bruno for years. He's a fraud, bro. He's a big fraud. And the thing is, like, if what, because I think they've clarified the reports that what Gary Neville was saying that he wanted to cut in it. He wanted to go on the bench, but they've clarified it. Oscar, what are you saying?
No, you finish your point. They clarified it to say it's not true, right?
They clarified it to say that he wanted specific instructions off of the bench. They weren't giving it to him. So my whole thing was yesterday. I was steaming. I don't think you understand. When I heard Gary Neville say, I said, no. If that's true, if Bruno was trying to cut, get him out of the club today. If you're going to Anfield, and this is where Roy Keane, this is where me and him agree. There's the Cristiano Ronaldo stuff. I don't agree with Roy Keane. But you see the Bruno stuff. You see not even the Bruno, the players. This is where I agree. Donnies are busting joke at halftime. Do you know where you are, bro? Winning at Anfield is like winning the Ballon d'Or. People don't go to Anfield and win.
It's hard.
People don't go to Anfield and get W's.
Yeah, it's hard.
You are 1-0 down when you had 3 clear-cut chances you didn't put away. You're 1-0 down. By the way, Cody Gakpo's touch for that first goal, Ballon d'Or. Give him the Ballon d'Or.
That whole goal was special.
Cody Gakpo's touch that set himself up for that first goal, bro. He spun like 3 man. He spun Fred, he spun Dallo, and he spun Varane. It was crazy. No, that goal was he deserves a lot of plaudits for that, yeah.
For sure.
Bruv. Then so after Ten Hag has been dealt with, then you want to look at the individuals. Bruno Fernandes is not playing in his rightful position. Fair enough. Uncle, why do you always do this thing where you're not great defensively? You see Bruno, he's one of the easiest players to get past because Bruno won't press. Bruno will not press at all. Yeah, he's one of the easiest players to get past. Then, when he's not doing his job, he moans and whinges at other players when he's worse than them. First time I saw this was the Europa League. I think it was a semi-final against Villarreal. I think Lindelof was like everyone's getting onto him, even though it wasn't his fault. We conceded that second goal. It was Wan-Bissaka and Maguire. Bruno's running to Lindelof like he was at fault, and Lindelof was like, "Shut up, bro! What are you talking about?" You see what I'm saying? And that was the first one I said, this brother's a bit weird. So him aside, he had a 0 out of 10 game, but that's not been far-fetched this season. I've seen better of those games this season. You see what I'm saying? Then you've got Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, for me, now shoot me, I think he's been the best left back in the league this season. Yeah. I think when you look at that left backs in the league, you have to bring an argument for someone else because I think he's had a good season. This is his second bad game I can remember. The first one was Arsenal at the Emirates. He was terrible yesterday. Luke Shaw, I expected a lot more because more time, history will tell you, he's had Salah in his back pocket before. That's not... I'm like, what's going on here? Salah had him on toast. Differently, bro. Then you want to talk about Lisandro, it's one of those ones where it's been coming where when the fullback comes out and he has to cover his space, he gets spun all the time.
Oh, is that a regular thing in those areas?
No, as in, bro, I love him. For me, he's United's player of the season, but he's not perfect. The other ones, he's not perfect.
So as in the moments when, let's say, the fullback gets beat and he has to move from that centre back position to cover the fullback outside the box. Because a lot of the time our midfield has been able to deal with the opposition's midfield. This time they were attacking so much on the flanks. Fred was coming out of position a lot, and Casemiro was not getting cover, which is what I was saying. Even if Casemiro is having a bad game, have Sabitzer on next to him in a 4-3-3. Ten Hag went on the Fugazi thing on playing the team he played against Newcastle, brother. Like, shout out to United for winning the League Cup, but we didn't play anyone big. We didn't play anyone big in the League Cup in the League Cup running. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff that has been covered because of our W's, and that's what I'm saying, guys. Come out of the competitions. I know Oscar's not for it, but our squad is not big enough. Our squad's not big enough. And yesterday, what you saw was both mismanagement by the manager, you saw fatigue, and then you saw poor mentality. Like, our mental fortitude as a team is poor, because the truth is, this is the evidence when you don't see a team win, when you don't see us go to finals against Villarreal and Valencia or whoever and win. These men are not winners. They don't win nothing. Do you see what I'm saying? They haven't won before. So the League Cup, bro, imagine Maguire's first trophy in his life is the League Cup on Sunday. That's first trophy in his life. Bruno's first trophy as a Man United player was on Sunday. Yeah. So my point is, like, because what you're seeing is the fruit. When Yeshua says you will know a tree by its fruit, you're seeing it now. These men are not winners. They're not winners, bro. Man had the 7-up and okay. You're talking about winners. I had to bring one in.
Hey, hasn't drank a 7-up in about 20 years.
Parched. What are you talking about anyway?
AD has not drank a 7-up. In fact, a fizzy drink since he started going through.
That's the truth. Yeah. Adrian does not drink fizzy drinks, you know. I've not seen Adrian drink a fizzy drink in years.
It's worth the calories, man. All seven of the calories.
It's worth it.
All 7 of the calories. So what I'm saying, flipping, like what you saw is what is like what Raheem was saying, in the sense that don't let the circus back into town. These man, these men have not felt the luxury of being in the title race, winning, or even just being in the title race. And brother, Endo, allow me, man. Listen, I was rattled. I don't think you understand. Rattled yesterday. Flipping, it's just one of them ones where I'm like, when you look at the game as a whole, 7-0, it could have been a lot more, and it should have been a lot more. It should have been a lot more.
And I was stressed. I was drinking a jug of water and I could feed a whole African village. I was moving like that with the water.
I said, what do you believe?
That's a 74% water, you know?
Nah, Lola spitting. I was in Jupiter.
Even the ones were on Pluto.
No, because more time, I don't post United L's on Instagram. That one rattled me. It was on my Insta story. It was on my Insta story.
You posted the United tweet. Basically, United. You know what I found funny about that post as well is that why do Man United even post that? Like, do they have to post every?
No, you have to.
I think every club does it. Every club posts the story.
Every club does it. Why? But why?
Did they post it on Instagram?
Yeah, they post everywhere, like all socials,
I don't
they
think
have
Chelsea
it.
do that. Honestly.
No, you have to post every piece of information.
Bro, if I'm head of social media, I ain't posting no L's, bro. You're getting that propaganda. You know what I'm
On the
saying?
North Korea thing.
You're
Bro,
getting that
you-
propaganda. bro.
I'm
You know
showing
what's
you
mad, yeah?
John O'Shea's winner. Why I showed you that? 7.
John O'Shea's winner.
Bro, do you know how crazy it is? Yeah, even Man City got in on the action and said, this time last year we beat Man United 4-1 or something like that. I was like, raw.
No way.
Like, listen, and this is what I'm saying. Man United fans, yeah, and Man United as an organization, like, bro, like we don't know what winning means. Like, we don't, and a lot, or should I say, we don't know. All we know is history of what we won. We don't know what it means to build a football team. We don't know that, and you see with a lot of United fans because we've drunk the Kool-Aid so much. They think they genuinely think that Bruno's better than James Maddison and Martin Odegaard. They genuinely believe that. I'm like, you man are drunk.
His numbers are definitely good. His numbers are great. But yeah. I mean, like, it's so like what Keane was saying was hilarious because he was like, he's like at the West Ham game, it's presentations before the game. And I was like, presentations. He's like, maybe one for lifting the cup or whatever. But I said there was 4, 5, 6 of them. I was there at Old Trafford, and that's for him. He was just sort of like, let's stop fannying about it. Yeah, you've won your Carabao Cup. We move on to the next situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, not sort of dwelling in the same thing. But United have had 11 games in 30 days. Like, they've had a lot of games. Do you know them ones? Go on, Oscar.
Before we move on, let's just. Robin's just put his comment out. Obviously, he can't make it to the podcast today. Very, very fortunate timing on his part. He says, "Wow, out. Dallo out. Should have never rescinded his red card. Shaw out. Anthony, good grief. Watch ball. What should be on?
I like
what should be fastened?
Hey, Oscar, pause.
Should be bust down by now.
Oscar, pause. I think we need to bring Robin to court.
We have to.
Because Robin takes too long to like put a certain man on watch.
Robin loves United, man.
But Anthony is a horrible player. Nah, I'm so sorry. No, he's a horrible football player. He's horrible to watch.
Wait, he said, look at Robin's comment. He said, I think this is the first time I was furious with Bruno.
First time? Oh, no. This can't be the first. It can't be the first.
He says, why is De Gea still here? You know the XG was 2.9.
Really?
Yeah, Liverpool's XG was 2.9.
I don't really feel De Gea familiar,
On a real, yeah. Robin, AD, you had 8 shots on target. You scored 7 of them. When does that ever happen in football? When does that ever happen in football?
Hey,
cool.
Hey, you know what you say about is surgical with it.
Hey, how can I hear Rants calling what's it called? Cody Gakpo. That's said Noodles and Gakpo. I was dying, man. I'm like, Noodles and Gakpo. Listen, Darwin, Nunez, Gakpo, the whole gang, Mo Salah running down the wing. AD, man, talk about your Reds.
Bro, like when you're playing well in a football game, yeah, and you're like, it could be 6 or 7 here. It never gets to that point. Because for me, like, I'm going to be honest, like, we wasn't 7 goals better than Man United yesterday, but they just got overruled by the. They just couldn't handle it. I saw Henderson looking 28 again. Elliot was winning duels, bro. Fabinho looks like he was in his 30s again. Like, yeah, man, phenomenal, man. And I think we're starting to see little pieces coming together. I think Cody Gakpo now. It looks clear what he's brought here to do, and he's almost the heir to Firmino's throne. And yeah, I think of our front three, I think he's the most sensible with his passing. The way
he's Dutch, isn't it?
He's dribbling, yeah, but like he's good because I'll be honest with you, when we bought him, and I thought he was going to be like our left wing option or sort of like a Diaz replacement, I wasn't sold in it at all. But now, bro, he's looking formidable. Darwin wasn't even necessarily good. I don't think, but it was clinical. And I think for at times this season,
Adrian, can I stop you just there? Yeah. this is what I'm trying to tell United fans about our front three, because as much as I've cussed Darwin throughout the season, didn't think we needed Gakpo.
Rightfully so.
Our front three is not threatening, and this is what people need to understand. Yeah, you see, at the very least, this is what I get onto Anthony so much, and even Sancho, is that everything's pretty with them. Like, there's no ruggedness. There's nothing that you feel like, oh, he's a threat. It has. Look at the goal Sancho scored at Old Trafford. It had to be perfect. It was almost reminiscent of like old Arsenal. Yeah. You know the man that walked the goal into the net and stuff.
You had to sit Van Dijk down, give him a meal. Yeah, it was so
like
cute.
I'm not because you know what it is. This league will punish you for that. If every goal has to be pretty, the league will punish you. There is definitely a need for PMP, 100%. Sometimes just ras the ball, just hit it, and just hope for the best. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of the time, I think Ten Hag is definitely making us more composed. But you need the balance. Look at some of the goals that like Arsenal have scored this season. Look at Reece Nelson's goal. Do you see what I'm saying? Just hit it.
Prime example.
Just hit it. Set yourself up for it and hit the goal.
It used to be Arsenal's problem as well. Arsenal always try and walk the ball into the
net. The Wenger years of I'd say like 06 to about 2013. That was them, man, innit? They were walking.
Yeah. Everything had to be pretty to get into the net, and when it was good, it was good.
Yeah,
but you can't win a league that way. Do you see what I'm saying? You can't win a league that way. And for me, I'm hoping this does, because I always say United are the dumb fan base and Arsenal are the delusional ones. I hope this is a lesson to United fans for them to understand that you don't get excited mid-season. Like, real talk, just don't bust in it. Like, you get don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Like, just literally wait. This is what I always say: wait till May. You can assess your season in May. You can see where you came. You fell short. You can see where you did well. What we can see so far is that Ten Hag we have a very good home record this season. Apart from Sociedad and Brighton, no one's beaten us at home this season. We've not had a good Old Trafford record in a long time.
People barely score, let alone win.
I'll take that. But flipping, we're not done. We're just starving fans who've been deprived of any real success for a decade. And this is why I tell all of you, we're not back till we win the league. Why do you get excited about League Cup finals, Europa League finals, FA Cup finals? We're not back till we win the league. The name of the 1999 documentary DVD about our season was We Want Our Trophy Back. That's the United I know.
99?
Yeah, the treble season, the DVD said, we want our trophy back. That's what it says.
Oh, because Arsenal won it in 98.
Arsenal won 98.
Yeah. Arsenal won 98, yeah.
We won our trophy back. Yeah.
So my thing is, I think what's happening is that United fans are finally understanding, because us has only been 10 years. I was watching AFTV and Robbie's chatting to an 18-year-old 18-year-old Arsenal fan. And he's like, how old are you? The guy said he's 18. And I'm like, and he's like, wow, brother, you ain't seen Arsenal win the league. All them pictures in 2000, like you were not about. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like, for Arsenal fans, it's a huge deal. It's a big deal. And rightfully so. For me, Arsenal, if they win the league, they are finally back. They are finally back in the conversation. Arsenal fans, even if they said it in the last 20 years, oh, we're back. Even if there was, 2008, 2016, if they would have said they're back, it's cap.
Now that's
the league, bro.
That's big.
They won the league, bro.
That's
for
big
certain, man. Like, if Tottenham say that they're back, it means they're back in the top 5. Real rap. If Wimbledon say they're back, it means they're back in the Premier League.
Back in the big time.
They just exist.
Just back in league football.
They're just back in the league.
They've just got a club again.
I'd say they're back. Are you basing it off a Europa League trophy? A League Cup trophy? My brother, the Sky Sports adverts in the 90s and 2000s, it was all red. And it weren't Liverpool. It wasn't Arsenal.
A long day.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was barely Arsenal.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
I'm so sorry.
I really feel what Ernest is saying.
Bro,
Yeah.
if Chelsea say they're back in terms of like, oh, Chelsea haven't won the league since 2017. Chelsea say they're back is because they're back in business, winning league titles. We're not talking about Europa.
Bro, even when we won the Champions League, I'm still not like, we're not back.
Brother.
We're not
At the end of the day, you won 2 in 9 years. Same as Man United. Man United won 99 and 08. That's 2 in 9 years. So yes, you can. People can say, yeah, the league title. I'm a league title man.
I'm a league guy.
But if a man tells me,
do your business at home.
Agreed. But Adrian, how many men win the Champions League?
A select few.
How many men win it twice?
Bro, even you diminish it like 70%.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. So when Man United fans, no disrespect to Abdi, I'm not targeting him, but when Man United fans talk about we are back, and I don't see this with the crowd, I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing any of that. Do you know why? Because I saw big dogs. When I see Roy Keane, I'm like, that's big dogs. Look at this guy.
That's what he's pulled out there. No, Endo,
I'm full Brexit. Give me the OBE, give me the MBE, give me all of that. I need the league title. I need the league title. I need King Charles to bring the sword out. Say, brother, services to football podcast. This is it. Because the truth is, I'm so disappointed in people like Rio Ferdinand. I'm so disappointed. It's because a lot of these guys here, Adrian, you make that face, but a lot of these guys move like they don't know what it takes to win a league.
Of all people. Are
you crazy? Man said Anfield. Liverpool, we have to go in this way, and Liverpool are stagnant. Uncle, you weren't winning the league easily at Anfield. What are you talking about? That's why I'm like, listen, this is what I always tell Man United fans: shut your mouth until the league titles at Old Trafford. Stop talking. Stop talking about, bro. You ain't been in the Champions League final since 2011. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I laugh with opposition fans when they're laughing at us because you lot are dumb. You lot are stupid. You lot don't think. And then you're looking at a couple wins against a flipping West Ham. West Ham peppered us in that first half. We're moving like Arsenal. If the big dogs weren't on the pitch second half, it was long for us. You see what I'm saying? And I wanted out of the FA Cup. I wanted to be out of the FA Cup. You see what I'm saying? And look at that. A Man United fan that doesn't want to be competing for trophies. Look at that. That's how far we've fallen. That's how far we've fallen because our squad isn't good enough. People looked at sheer champagne quality, and I'll always bring this up. People looked at champagne, Dom Perignon, Armand de Brignac, Ace of Space quality, and Paul Pogba, and chose Bruno Fernandes over it. Are you crazy?
Deserve everything you get.
Are you crazy?
They freaking deserve that.
No, and now they're talking about Casemiro like he's not big dogs, brother. He has played every game. He has played every single game, bruv. Listen, I'm not here for any of this. Bring me the big ears or the Prem. Anything after that is a bonus. It's when you go Nando's, they give you a spicy rice or they give you a halloumi. That's what them FA Cup and League Cup things are. Bring me the big ears or the Prem. Don't talk.
It's nice, but it's not what we came for.
Don't bring me second place. Don't bring me 19 points second place to City. Bring me the big ears. Let me go to Istanbul. This is the one thing. You see Klopp here? If I haven't met him, we'll probably banter most of the time. But I hate the fact that he's a bad loser. But you see Klopp, he puts his nutsack on the table. Man said, Istanbul? Where's the final? Istanbul? Buy a hotel ticket.
Book the flights.
Bruv, and you see the thing is,
yeah, BBL, there's no point.
No, brother. And you see the thing is, yeah, too many United fans have settled for less. Too many United fans, yeah. Laurie Harvey's going out with flipping my man from Top Boy. What's his name? Flipping Sully. You get me? You gotta be aiming for Michael B. Jordan,
Jameson.
bro. You get me? You gotta be, bro. Man United fans need to be aiming for top dogs, not these dibby trophies, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, we look at our team, look at our starting 11, and tell me, outside of Eric Ten Hag, how many of these players are as good as you really think? Not what you think, what you really think they are. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the truth, bro. Sancho, I gave up. Anthony, let's not talk. Rashford, I've always said Rashford's not a great football player, but he's on fantastic form because I've seen this before. I've watched this movie before. During COVID, he did this.
How does it end?
This is it, bro. Then you go into our midfield. As long as you have, listen, if you're Man United, you can't have Fred McTominay in your midfield. It's that simple. It's that simple. Do you see what I'm saying? We finally gotten rid of Maguire, and our back fours, for me, it's better, but you still have to face the test of formidability. Because when Van Dijk came, Van Dijk had 8 clean sheets in his first 6 months. Are you crazy? Brother, move on to the formidability test. When you play the big boys, not Barca, B team, C team level, Frank Kessie and them, man. When you play the big dogs, what are you saying? Because right now, we are not ready for the Champions League. Not for the quarterfinal or the semi-final. We are not ready. And I've been trying to tell Man United fans, they're telling me, oh, you're being cautious. I told you, man, from the beginning, top 4 is not done yet. Man, I'll tell you, now how many points are Liverpool into getting top 4? How many points?
7,
top 4 secure? Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Man United have conceded more goals than Chelsea before the Liverpool game. Before the Liverpool game. Get out of here. Let's calm down.
Chelsea
Calm your socks, bro.
in Arsenal.
Calm your socks, bro. Like, it's not that.
That's mad.
It's not that, bro. Let's calm down. That's all I've come here to say. The 7-0 shouldn't have happened because of the manager, players, morale, mentality, all of that, yeah? The guy is going somewhere. Eric Ten Hag is going somewhere. And he made mistakes yesterday. And he has to hold himself accountable for those mistakes. But, brother, a 7-0 cannot happen again. I'm so sorry. 4-0, 6-3, 7-0? Nah.
4-0 again?
Nah.
In a year?
You can see the 17 goals to 3 teams. Brother? Nah.
Yeah,
our goal difference was double figures. Now it's a single digit in one game. Get out of here. Listen, bring me the league or the big ears. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Ernest, we got to walk before we can run, bro. Best believe if we win an FA Cup or Europa, I'm going to be a menace.
Win the FA Cup and celebrate on the day, move on to the next game.
Yeah, how are you going to be a menace with the FA Cup? Like, let's not real.
I was asked to apologize to Eric Ten Hag last week for the frigging Carabao Cup. Come on, you're not having a laugh with me.
Because you're Eric Ten Hag thing. You jumped out the window real quick and just said he ain't gonna work straight away.
Listen, yeah?
Like,
look, Ernest has just relayed what United have been going through for the last 10 years, right? But also, this is in a season where they lost at home to Brighton. The Brentford defeat, I could have came out, left it. The City one. Because I know it said 6-3. I know it said 6-3. But I swear it was like 6-1 for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? It was like they turned it off second half, if that made sense. The Liverpool one.
Pete, it was a 6-0 game.
Okay, fair enough. You know what I'm saying?
6-0 game.
6-0 game. Liverpool, this year's Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? Hang on a minute. Like, okay, one thing is for sure. Liverpool's Anfield is still a menacing place to go to, yeah, regardless of what Liverpool they are. Because even though they lost to like Real Madrid, when they were 2-0 up, I was like, yo, like Anfield is no joke thing, bro. And as an Arsenal fan, I can't say nothing about Anfield because we ain't won there in decades, right? So it's been a hot minute since we won out there. But the thing is, no matter what formal vein Liverpool are in, when the crowd are there and when Liverpool turn up for a big game, bro, they could hurt anybody. Anybody. Like, no one is exempt. Anyone can get it. You know what I mean? So, you know, hey, look, in one season, Ten Hag has been eating L's like of this magnitude. Not just eating L's, because L's will happen all over the Premier League, but the manner of defeats as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just think
I can't have this again.
And Man United's mentality, especially those players, when it hits the fan, they don't recover. They don't recover.
Luke Shaw should have been sent off.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, Bruno Fernandes, mate.
Bruno Fernandes should have been sent off.
Bruno Fernandes pushed the linesman.
He pushed an official.
That was nuts, you know.
I couldn't believe it. I honestly, I genuinely couldn't believe it.
Hey, what's the result? What's the result in tonight's game?
So I was just going to say, Fulham have just equalised. Brentford were 1-0 up. It's now Fulham have equalised, and it's the wisest man in Fulham. He scored, 3 games in a row? It's Solomon. Big up him. Yeah, it's a really entertaining game. Shout out to Endo. He says,
opinion, huh?
very good mid-table clash. 2 overachieving sides who are on similar levels. Big him. Oh yeah,
I bet they're like 7th and 8th, aren't they? Like in the league.
I did just want to say before we move on the Ten Hag thing, I haven't been too gassed when I watch Manchester United. I haven't felt they've been that great. However, one thing I have been impressed with is how Ten Hag has been able to pull the wool over some people's eyes about how bad these players are. A lot of these players are really, really bad. And when he's coming out and saying, yo, I need more players, I need more time, like you can't be mad at him for winning games, winning cups with the players he's been given. You know what I mean?
Like you. He's really.
Bro, he's playing Dalot. We've talked about Luke Shaw. We've labored about this guy. Fred, I haven't had Fred criticism in weeks, even though he's still Fred. You know, the front three. We've spoken about the front three, bro. The comments I saw. Let me just jump back.
By the way,
let me just jump back quickly because there was a couple of comments I saw about that front three that were flipping hilarious.
I need to get on to 2 of them.
Who? Oh, from the front three.
We read the comments and then.
When Ernest was going on about Rashford earlier, and he was saying that the rest of them have no. Oh, I've lost it, guys. I'm so sorry. I've lost it. There were 2 hilarious comments about Rashford.
What was the main crux of the comment?
The comments was that Rashford is the only threat, and even he's brain dead. So you have to hope he doesn't think. The other people are not coming to save you. They're not jumping out the woods. So it was around about that time. But I've lost them in the comments somewhere. But you lot can carry on. Adrian, go ahead.
No, let me touch on Oscar real quick because Oscar says something.
Yo!
Hey, yo. Let me speak on Oscar's point that he made earlier. Yeah. By the way, Oscar, you're not allowed to say comments like this. I'll tell you why. Because this is the grief I'm getting for not rating Ten Hag off the bat, right? Now check it. Solskjaer, Jose Mourinho, maybe not Ranić, but probably, what's my man's name? Van Gaal, have all done this. They've all done what we are seeing now. There's a moment in time where things are hot. It's a good streak, right? The team looks better than they are. And they will finish either second or they'll win a trophy, whether it's the Europa League, whether it's the League Cup, or the FA Cup or whatever, right? So Mourinho, for example, has won the League Cup and the Europa League. Van Gaal won the FA Cup. Solskjaer finished second. Mourinho finished second. When you say you're surprised at how Ten Hag has pulled the wool over, I guarantee you, unless Ernest disagrees here, the other managers pulled the wool over as well. We've been here. We've been in this position before where we think Man United have arrived or are arriving. And it turns out, no, they're not. You know what I'm saying? So when Ernest is actually coming around saying, you know what, when man say we're back, give me the league title, give me the Champions League, etc. And that's the standard I've held Man United to every single time. For me, I'm like, when are Man United going to actually fight for a league title? You know, the 2 times they finished second, they weren't in the title race. Like they finished second and they weren't in the title race, right? So what we're talking about here when it comes to these kind of, the managers and the players and X, Y, and Z, at the end of the day, nobody is going to think, no manager in the world is going to ever get these set of Man United players winning Premier League titles nor Champions League titles. There's going to be changes in that squad, for sure. There's no way you're going to see it's all those weaklings that you've listed and named. Ten Hag, whoever the manager is going to be going through them like a fine-tooth comb. I tell you what, there was a scout report yesterday. That's for damn sure. Because Ten Hag looked at those players and he knows, of course, there's context. Man United have played a hell of a lot of games, right, in the last month. They played a lot of football. As if they're playing Champions League every week or whatever. They've been playing a lot of football.
Hey, Oscar, pull up Lola's latest comment. She's spitting. She's spitting. I watched that Leicester game.
A bag of games. Flathead back is in such form. You must.
Flat head back is
She's
outrageous.
spitting.
Pete,
Did you man watch the Leicester game?
Did I watch the Leicester game? No, I didn't watch the Leicester game, but I saw the highlights, but not the full.
The
full
Leicester game, Leicester should have been 3-0 up in the first 15, 20 minutes.
The hair was moving mad.
Remember when I
Poor
said we had
finishing.
19
Poor
shots
finishing.
at Old Trafford, which was mad.
Yeah.
And the next week-
Poor
and the
finishing
next
has
week-
done a lot for Man United's form.
And the next week, Arsenal go to Leicester away, and Leicester only have one shot on goal, none on target. So it makes you think like, okay, defensively, what's going on here?
What's Abdi saying? He's
Um,
taken
well-
the worst United side and now has us on course for a cup treble. Cup treble.
Let me go to Abdi's next point, because he actually says, I know for a fact no one has in the top four at the start of the season. The funny thing is, Peter did.
Excuse me?
Peter actually did. He had United. He was one of the only people on this panel that had United in the top four, because he just
I
felt
said
like
sixth.
the squad was killing.
Yeah, I thought it'll be the top four because of like, I just did you finish? Where did you finish last season?
Sixth.
Man United. Sixth. Man, I look at the rest. I just look at Spurs. I look at everything else, and I'm just like, there's no way United can't finish out of the top four with how Spurs look, with this Chelsea side, this Liverpool side as well, not up to not in top gear. And obviously, the Arsenal situation is very, very shocking. It's alarmed a lot of people this season. So, yeah, look, come on, man. Like, come on. Until a manager comes out here and wins big things for Manchester United, or there's big players at Man United, there's no way I'm going to be respecting these men. No way. I was sat here, and that's the thing. Like, Ernest talks about the glory days of Man United, bro. I was sitting as a rival fan watching it, having to watch the friggin' every year Man United winning the league every single year. You know what I'm saying? Beating everybody, no mucking about. Champions League finals. They went into like 4 finals, didn't they? So like, there's been so much success, and the standards, of course, just dramatically dropped to a different level.
Abdi's made a comment, and he's saying it's funny how the narrative can just switch after one game. What do you say? Yeah, if we won at Anfield, people will be saying we're title challengers. But Abdi, the problem is
7-0.
that the problem isn't even a 7-0. The problem is that if people didn't see this coming here, then I don't know what Man United are watching. I'm not going to sit here and say we've been terrible, but bruv, you can't compete at this level and not have a rotation of players that can handle this with a coach that is seasoned. Erik ten Hag has been in the game in terms of, in my visibility, I've known about him from about 2018, maybe 17. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, I knew he worked in the under-21s at Bayern, but that's not enough to say a man's a bad boy or whatever. I heard Arsenal fans say that they wanted him years when, I think even when Wenger was about to leave or Emery was there. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh my, he's a revelation. Erik ten Hag is doing things that, in my opinion, other managers didn't do as well. So when it comes to discipline, when it comes to uniting the squad as a whole, there's not really been like any outbursts because there's no snitches anymore. Like, we used to have man that will like reveal the starting 11. There's none of that anymore. Like,
That was Lingard by himself, you know.
You're taking a piss.
The way he's looking, you know, I mean, all of a sudden, unless Pogba was in
there's no moles, there's no leaks of any like inside information. So he's managed to round the troops. There's no Ronaldo gas. There's no Maguire, agendas. There's nothing. You know what I'm saying? But in the same vein, I think that for me, United need to be a formidable top 3 team for me to have anything to say as far as some level of like upward mobility. We are looking better than we expected. That's what this season is. Man United are better than we expected. And that's cool. But that's still not, that's a flash in the pan. Any team can have a good year in the top 4. Any team can.
Absolutely.
Any team can look good for 1 year in the top 4. But you see the thing about City and Liverpool? They've had sustainable periods of time. They've had games where they go to West Ham Stadium expecting 3 points. They go to Spurs, W. They go to the Emirates, W. Do you see what I'm saying? Maybe one team will feel froggy and get lucky one day. But the truth is, like, you can't go off of like what Peter was saying about Jose, Van Gaal, Oli. See the same thing from a results perspective. Even if Ten Hag has changed things on the pitch, the results are still showing similar points, similar traits, etc., etc. For me, United are not back to it. Like I said, United are not back to win the league, and I think being excited about the journey. I think you need to earmark a couple of things to make you think, okay, I can see us being in a conversation. Like 2019 Liverpool, when they won the Champions League, they solidified the journey. Like, we are here now. Do you see what I'm saying? We're here against the big boys. Man United are playing in the Europa League. Didn't play anyone big in the league. Played Newcastle in the final and won. We are in the top 4, and some people will say we're comfortable. I'm a bit pessimistic. I'm not there yet. We are not winning the league this year. There's things I look at as a Man United fan where I can say there is no reason to get excited apart from the fact that we are not 5th, 6th, and below. That is the only thing that makes me think, you're not calm. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying you shouldn't be excited at all. I'm just saying don't talk out of your bum because we won a couple games. Calm down, because this result, maybe not 7, but this result was coming. When Ten Hag came in, I said, embarrassing results are going to come. And man need to prepare themselves for it happens to every team in transition. It happens to every team in transition. When Conte first came, Oscar, correct me if I'm wrong, did you lose to Watford 4-1 in the first season? In his first season?
I think I was second.
No,
second
not
season.
under Conte. I think we got beat by Liverpool at home.
Sorry, Arsenal was
We got slapped by Arsenal 3-0.
Yeah, Arsenal was the one. Do you see what I'm saying? So I remember Klopp in his first season when was it my man's last game or his last game at Anfield? Steven Gerrard, was it against Palace?
I think that was Brendan. No, that's when Stoke gave us 6.
No. What was the game where Zaha and them were hooping on you like Anfield, and Sacco is on
He's on the Macron team.
He's on loan. He's on loan.
Yeah,
Where
he's a Liverpool player celebrating with Benteke.
Yeah.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we've all had
Pep.
We've all had checkpoints of times you can remember during the transition of like a manager that is about to be a bad boy. We got embarrassed. Listen, I don't like the 7-0, but you have to hold that. You have to hold that and say, you know what? You got to move to. You got to move to, bro. You have to hold that and say, you know what? Better luck next time. But when next time comes, I'm hoping that this is one of those games. I'm hoping this is Jose in his first El Clasico, where he told Pep, "You're not doing this again." I'm hoping it's that. I'm hoping it's like Ten Hag goes to Klopp and says, "You're not doing this to me again."
Oh,
I'm hoping it's that because 7-0,
brother.
Nah,
that's unthinkable.
Nah,
never in my wildest thoughts that I.
Nah. And I'm not gonna lie to you. It might be drastic, yeah, but I think certain man need gone because of this game.
No, it's not drastic at all.
I think you got to look at certain man in the eye and say, "Nah, you're not." Do you remember in 300 where Leonidas goes to the brother with a hunchback and says, "You can't. You have to lift your spear above your shoulder," and he couldn't do it. I think you've got to look at certain man and say, "Nah." If we're moving forward, you're gonna be a burden, not a blessing.
No, for real.
You're going to be like real talk. Just because I'm so sorry. A Manchester United player should not be walking in the dressing room at halftime like it's cushy. It's not.
You're 1 down.
You're 1-0 down
in
your ops ground. Nah. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. That's why I'm looking at these Man United ex-players who are talking like we're going to Palace's ground. This is Anfield. Like to a certain extent, respect your ops, bro.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, respect your ops.
Don't
you went there too much and lie down.
You went there with Weghorst in the 10.
Weghorst as a signing, you already know my thoughts. But
That's right.
Do you know what it is? It's very clear that this guy is a mad scientist today. He's Dutch. and he wants a specific style of football. And I think the only reason I'm okay with Weghorst is because it's 6 months and we have no peas.
I'd just get a youth player.
I'd go for an academy. Like Ernest.
Who?
He's slower. No, Ernest. He's 6'6". He's an ED in the air. He's slower than the last hour at work.
If certain man weren't being criminals, Weghorst wouldn't be here.
He said he's slower than the last hour of work.
Because you know, man are like, he can do a job, brother. If you put me in the city office in Canary Wharf from 9 till 5, I can do a job. It'll be awful. I'll lose the company I had.
Nah, AD, I'm with you. But like I said, if certain man were not being criminals, they'd be in the starting 11 right now.
I heard that.
They'd be in the starting 11 right now. So
anyway.
Anthony.
That was it. By the way, let's talk about how good the goals were. Look at us, we've done an hour on this game. But you know, the Gakpo goal, the frigging Salah goal. I mean, you know, you talk it's slower than the last hour of work.
No, brother. No, genuinely, I reckon anyone on this pod could dust Weghorst in a race over 100 yards. Over the first 30 yards for certain. I'll put good.
Have you man seen Assad's comment?
Yes.
He said Weghorst is slower than the last hour before iftar.
Do you know how slow the hour is?
I said, do you know how slow the hour?
Miraz made a point. I was gonna imply that I think the perfect signing for him in January would have been Giroud, but Giroud is in the Champions League. Giroud is in the title.
I think Giroud is happy as well.
And he's happy.
I don't think he wants to go back to England. Like, why would he?
I see a man getting linked with Everton. He put that phone down, boy. What do you mean?
Like Milan, to the twilight of your career.
And you won the league. You won the league there as well.
AD, SW6 wants you to speak on the festivity and what it means for Liverpool, man. You've had a quite a celebration there.
Bro, it was a festival of floggings. Like, literally. No, I kid you not. Of all the teams in the league, of all 19 teams in the league, if I could think of a team I'd give this beating to, it wouldn't be Arsenal. Everton are close. Everton are up there.
Yeah.
But Manchester friggin' United could have written it any better. Because I think for a lot of man, they should have levity. They were like, it's Anfield. It's like, so what? Because let's have it right. Liverpool have had an awful season. We have. It's been poor. But when you come to Hell's Gates, make sure you've atoned for your sins. Because if you don't, I promise you, the Anfield hellfire, you'll perish. A certain United man perished, and Lisandro Martinez, sorry. Let me not lie to you, he's had an excellent season. But these were the sorts of games I thought we'll be having on a more regular basis. He just couldn't hack it. He was physically not up to speed. Mentally, his head was gone. But this is Anfield. What are you playing at? Who the hell was that left back? That lot. Yeah, man. And I think as much as you sort of United were bad, and bro, like Liverpool, this is why for me, I'm not too worried about this rebuild Klopp has to do. For me, literally, all we need is athleticism in the midfield. For me, that attack is good to go. That attack for me, good to go. You bring in Diaz as well into it. One hell of an attack. Yeah, sometimes I even forget Jota's even still here. You know what I mean? You know, good goal scorer. For me, Van Dijk. And by the way, Van Dijk, since he's come back from his little injury, he's back. Like this is the Virgil van Dijk that we've known. Like, and because this season he's been poor, but then he even came out and he said, I played 65 games last season. Like my body just broke down. That's literally what he said. He said his body broke down. And I said, yeah, bro, like you weren't the same. Like I saw you losing duels. You'll never ever lose. I saw players get in the rub of the green against Van Dijk. I said,
the rub of the green.
No, because it's literally Van Dijk. Because the reason why I rate him so highly, because you know, like how I'll give you Lisandro Martinez, for example. Excellent defender. He's got his obvious deficiencies. Like, you know, like physically, he's not quite tall enough. John Terry, like he wasn't quite quick enough. But bro, I saw Mbeumo dust Van Dijk. I was concerned, and he's come back. So for me, that attack and that defense, and obviously Alisson's been phenomenal. So I think we can get it working again. We can get it working again. And for me now, hopefully, just like as it was in 2021 when we had that awful season and we beat Man United, and all of a sudden, not only was top 4 doable, so was top 3. Hopefully, this game can be the catalyst for us to kick on. And you know what? I'm never gonna lie to you, man. You see the Bernabeu? If we score in the opening 10 minutes,
nah, AD man, let's calm down, man.
Game on.
Let's calm down, man.
What's the deficit? What's the deficit? You 3 down.
3 goals.
3 down, yeah.
Nah, let's not do this, guys.
Listen, hey, look, yeah. What's it called? Madrid lost on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? El Clasico next weekend. You know what I'm saying?
That is. They lost 3-0 at the new camp and turned it around.
Turned it over.
The only thing, no, if it was at Anfield, if the second leg was at Anfield,
Thank you.
I know, but thing, same, actually not same thing, but similar thing happened to Chelsea last season.
Guys, we are. This is what you call a reach. We
yeah,
are.
but you know what is when you score 7 goals, that's the bounciest of beds.
Look, we got slapped by Madrid at home. We went to the new camp and we took them to extra time.
Brother, Vinicius versus Trent again in his home ground.
Oh, Vinny didn't really cook him, you know.
Uncle.
And also, you see Trent's recovery and Rashford. Did you see that tackle?
Adrian, let's have it right. Let's have it right. Ten Hag allowed you.
He did.
Let's have it right. Because this current Rashford form against Trent, it was cash money.
Oh, by the way, that's poor coaching.
Thank you.
That's poor coaching.
I'm not going to say Rashford would have dunked on him, but he would have definitely caught him slipping a couple
times. He offered a lot more than Bruno. That's for damn sure.
I'll be real to you, man. Yeah, there's a lot of things in life I'll rule out. Liverpool in the Champions League. I've learnt my lesson.
They've won it once.
What do you mean once?
Once.
What does that mean?
Under Klopp. I'm not talking about in life.
I'm talking about in life. I'm talking about the crest.
Listen, won it once, been to 2 finals.
I'm talking about Florence Cinema Pongo versus Olympiacos.
brother.
I'm talking about Ian St. John and them, man. And Jan Moby.
So why can't they beat Madrid?
Huh?
Why can't they beat Madrid?
That's his Achilles heel. That's his Achilles heel, unfortunately.
It's a possibility. Oh, you mean what, in the finals?
Ever.
Like, bro, ever. Why can't they beat Madrid?
Didn't they beat Madrid
in 09?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
No, listen, I kid you not. Klopp has only ever gone out to Madrid in Champions League. In fact, furthermore, Klopp has only suffered defeat to Spanish teams in Europe. He lost to Seville in the Europa League, and then he's Real Madrid. He's lost to 2 finals to them. Atletico Madrid, they've knocked him out, and then Real Madrid could potentially knock him out again. So, yeah, man, we'll see.
SW6 said, Oscar, you've learned about Liverpool, but not Madrid. Hey,
yeah, true.
Liverpool have knocked my club out of the Champions League more times than Madrid.
This is Real Madrid.
Guys, you know, like in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, when the Winter Soldier will hear certain words and it will activate the Winter Soldier in him. Yeah. When Madrid hear the Champions League music, Uncle, it's a rap.
It's spiritual.
I'm so sorry. It's a rap.
Nice, man. You can get him.
But the point is, results like this, it makes you it kickstarts the season.
No, but you see the Champions League last year. As much as it was the most amazing Madrid, overwhelming, they were mid every round.
You're a hater, man.
But the mentality is what won them over. The mentality.
You're a hater, man.
How is that being a hater?
Nah, you're a hater, man.
The Madrid mentality
every round.
That's the greatest run of all time, you know.
He said they were mid.
That's the greatest.
Brother.
Yeah, they were mid.
Hold on. Were they not mid against PSG for majority of the time?
Still won.
It's not about.
Were they not mid against Man City majority of the time?
Bro. So hold on. So they're mid, yeah. Over what's it called? Dealt with PSG when it mattered.
No, yeah.
The thing about Madrid is they don't care about the 90.
They don't.
What happens after the 90's done? So that's not mid to me.
What does Peter say? When the clocks go back.
No, I tell you, bro. But like, it wasn't like it wasn't like
You don't have to be Pep Guardiola to win a game, my bro.
I'm not saying
you don't have to be Pep to win a game. You don't have to dominate possession, dominate chances, dominate shots on target to win a game.
But I feel what
win a game the way you know how. Liverpool yesterday had a low block against Man United in most of the second half.
Thank you, Jurgen.
At home. At home. Liverpool didn't do no mid-block. Liverpool didn't do no high. Bruv, it was literally every time Bruno, Anthony, or any of the midfielders touched the ball, quick interception, counter. There was 4 red shirts against white. And you don't have to dominate possession, my bro. You just have to do what needs to be done.
Yeah, but like, am I supposed to, like, you not just watch the result and then forget what happened?
No, I just described to you how Liverpool won the game.
Yeah, no, but like, I'm talking about
mid. That's not mid. You do what you need to do. Real Madrid overturned PSG, Chelsea, City, and Liverpool. Man called them mid.
Because every one of those games.
Now you're a hater.
Wait, hold on. Every one of those games, the team that lost is looking at themselves. You're not saying, we got beat by some amazing team. They're like, we messed up.
So hold on.
We gave it away.
It goes back 4 times, though. It doesn't. It can't.
But guys,
in the history of time, nobody could hear about like
Madrid have won what? 14 Champions Leagues. They've done it in more.
But they were mid.
No, I'm not talking about the 14. I'm talking about this one season. They've done it in more dominating fashions. Like, even when Chelsea won the Champions League, we dominated every single round. When we won the Champions League in 2021, we dominated every round. We dominated every round. Like,
okay.
In the moment.
Okay, then do it again. Then do it again.
I'm not talking about over season. I'm talking about like in that particular season. Obviously, Madrid are bigger than Chelsea. I'm not arguing that.
I'm not talking about the size of the club. I'm talking about when it matters, you do what needs to be done. You're surgical with it. Yeah. Madrid, 2-0 down at Anfield is light work. We just need to play our game.
How many teams would have folded?
Yeah. No,
yeah.
Would have been 2, 3, or 4. But like, how many teams?
Hey, Peter, talk to your brother, please. Man called them mid.
Ernest,
they weren't mid. Hang on, they weren't mid. But I understand what Oscar is saying. Last season, I genuinely felt the mentality of Real Madrid is what took them there. It was football heritage. It was the DNA. They did the work. Don't get it twisted. They did the work. And every single one of those rounds.
No. I think you lot are being so.
Honest.
There's an oversimplification.
Let me explain.
What's the build-up?
I'm not saying they were
to Real Madrid's goal in the Champions League final. What's the build-up to that goal? They capitalized on every mistake.
I don't agree with Oscar that they were mid, but what I will say is that in all of these games, Madrid definitely were like, how can I put it?
It was surgical.
Oscar, no, it was. It's one of them ones where like you win football matches in a matter of moments, right? And Madrid had the right moments, picked them at the right time. But in the majority of games,
that's how you win football matches. You sustain what the opposition are giving you, and you pick your moments. Your Doctor Strange in Endgame. This is the one moment, Tony Stark.
Let me just explain my thinking and my consistency in this. Whenever we do team of the week, what's the one thing I always say that you lot try to give these teams team of the week? Yeah, when a team is 2-0 down, they come back and win through to team of the week. I'm like, no, you're not team of the week because you shouldn't have been 2-0 down in the first place. Yeah, and that's what Madrid did every single round. They let themselves get in a position where they had to overcome odds.
No, it's not a question of let. You see me, when you do your job, I give you credit for doing your job.
Yeah.
Darwin, Nunez, and who scored the second goal? Was it Salah? They dunked on Madrid's back 4 twice. Did your thing. But you see, when it matters, do it again.
Yeah.
This is what I always say.
Yeah.
Do your job. This is what I tell Chelsea fans this all the time. Because they love Kai Havertz, yeah? Oh, he scored the Champions League final. What is that Champions League final goal doing for you today? What's it doing for you today? Do your job today. Don't talk to me about a trim I gave you 2011. What trim am I giving you now? That's what I'm talking about. Madrid are hot then. They're hot now. So, if you score 2 goals against Madrid,
it's like Barca back in the day. Barca will give you 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes. Uncle, we're giving you a head start.
I'll give you an
the
hour.
ball. Do your thing. Because the next 18 minutes, you're not touching it. So score 5 in these 10 minutes. Real Madrid, no, there's levels. They have a Ballon d'Or winner in it. They have two. They have 2 Ballon d'Or winners in the team.
They've let Ballon d'Or winners go.
Brother, they've let Ballon d'Or winners go. So my point is, it doesn't matter the manner of the victory. Why? Because they pick their moments. Ultimately, whether it's mentality or whether it's not, they will pick you apart in the way that only they know how. And that, my friend, is not mid. They are bad boys.
To win a Champions League is to win a Champions League. Yeah, that as an accomplishment can never be mid. But I meant like when you compare it to other Champions League winners, other Real Madrid teams, like.
Now, Endo, he called them mid.
There's been better Champions League winners than that team. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, you're a hater. No, you're a hater.
How's that hating?
Nah, you're a hater.
How is that hating?
No. You are a hater.
How is that hating?
Nah, you're a hater.
They probably had the best run of all time.
Literally, the Chelsea team that won the Champions League before was more dominant than them.
Nah, you see, this is the point I'm making. You are hanging on a thread about how you win.
Yeah.
And my point to you is, it doesn't matter.
But I'm comparing
It
winners.
doesn't.
I'm comparing winners.
No, and I'm saying it's irrelevant if you bring up dominance. It's irrelevant. It's
Oscar,
irrelevant.
The truth is, Oscar, they weren't.
Why do we talk about invincibles? Why do we talk about 100 points? Of course it's relevant.
It's irrelevant. It's a cup run.
Yeah, okay.
It's
but
irrelevant.
It's not relevant. It's not relevant to me.
No, and my point to you, and this is the point I made earlier. You are talking about a style of play. And I said to you, you don't have to be Pep to win the Champions League. Now you're bringing it up.
It's not about being Pep.
So why did you bring up them being dominant?
Because they were losing games. They were literally losing the game. Like, they were literally conceding goals and they had to overturn deficits at every single round. It's not about
overcoming deficits is part of football.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're so good that you never fall by the deficit. Like in the final,
But every team has their flaw.
Yeah.
And Madrid's flaw has always been their back four.
Facts.
But what happens? Even when you shoot them, they will kill you.
Yeah.
That is a skill.
That's because, Oscar, I'll give you an example. When Liverpool beat Barcelona 4-3 in aggregate, this was the narrative.
But if they did that every round, I'd be like, all right, like, come on, man. Like, how about you just win the game?
Because for me, like, especially when you look at...
Why are you always going 3-0 down?
No, but Oscar,
they weren't going 3-0 down.
They were goals down in every game, in every round, bro.
Like 3-0 is a mad exaggeration. It's a mad exaggeration.
It was literally 2. It's not a mad exaggeration. It was very quick.
It'd be the best in France and the best England has to offer. All 3 of the best teams.
Alan McAnally, is there what action is going on at the G-Tech Community Stadium?
Oh, it's a penalty for Brentford. I missed it. I don't even know how the penalty's come about. But it's Ivan Toney against Leno.
We're rapping. I had my eye on Issa.
Ivan Toney still plays football.
Say again?
Does Ivan Toney still play football?
Yeah, he's still playing. I don't know what's going on, but he's just scored another goal.
I was on a 6-month ban.
It's interesting. I don't get it how he's been able to play this entire time under investigation. Usually when you're under investigation, like the club just says, yo, you need to sit back. I guess because it's not like a massive crime, I guess, depending on how you play it. But anyway, yeah, flipping out. Let's move away from this Madrid talk. I think Liverpool could take him to extra time. Is it this week?
Next week, I think.
Next week. Is there any Champions League this week?
Yes. There's the tomorrow night. There's Chelsea. I think there's Tottenham versus Milan, and then the next round is Bayern PSG this week as well. I think.
Okay, and I think Spurs. I guess
that's a big game because PSG are 1-0 down, isn't it?
And Neymar was done for the season.
They are down indeed.
I just think that Liverpool tie is not over. That's what I'll say. It's not over.
I don't think it's over yet.
Hopefully not.
I think it goes to extra time, personally speaking.
Realistically, I think it's done, but the game, this 7-0 just made me believe again.
Absolutely. If you need a springboard, bloody hell, this is the bounciest.
Brother. I feel like Bria Miles. What's her name?
Brilliant, Miles.
You what?
The contourist, the athlete, the gymnast,
Yeah, what's her name?
the one
Yeah,
from
wait.
1997.
Yeah.
More than 97.
Is it Simone something?
Yeah, Simone Biles.
Simone
Simone
Biles?
Biles.
Simone Biles. Yeah, there we go.
You gotta believe, bro. You gotta
Oh,
believe.
what?
Anyway.
I thought I said a mad thing. Oh,
All right,
pause,
Oscar.
man. Pause,
Shall we?
pause. I don't know what that is.
Peter, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
Let's move over. Can we go over to the Emirates Stadium, people? Where I think, ladies and gentlemen, this title is done. Yeah, you heard it here first on Front Street. You know I'm not gonna back down from this now. This title is over. I'll tell you why. Couple of things, right? We had our blip in like January, whenever it was, losing to City. Like we had 2 games against City where we lost both of them in cups and then one in the league. And then in between that, I think we had like Brentford. We had a few other games that were a little bit patchy. Everton, patchy. But I've seen Arsenal bounce back since then, right? With a 3-2 win against Aston Villa, delightful. Or was it a 4-2 win even? Delightful. As well as winning at Leicester City, which I was so impressed by how comfortable and dominant we were in that. And then to see us come back the way we did, to see us come back again and fight again to the death against Bournemouth is just, we were 2 down. The first goal was in like 11 seconds. It was an absolute joke how we conceded at the very beginning. But then to see us come back in the manner and the fashion, the belief, the atmosphere, the I don't know, the togetherness, man. There's something about it where I feel like it's going to take a lot to break Arsenal this season. It's going to take a lot to break us this year. And I think, we know both Arsenal and City are going to drop points between now and the end of the season. And I think in April, it looks very hairy because we still got City away. We've got Chelsea to play. We've got Liverpool.
Yeah.
We've got to Anfield.
Thank you, Peter.
We've got to go to Newcastle United away as well. But I don't think those are games we have to win in order to win this title. That's where I'm standing from.
Small teams, man. Arsenal
are beating the bread and butter again, which is good.
Yeah.
Because I got nervous when we lost to Everton and then drew with Brentford. I was getting nervous a bit. I was getting twitchy.
So but get nervous.
But the fact that we put these teams away. I mean, look, you look at, I think our next couple of games, we've got Leeds, we've got Southampton before we come and play those other guys. I just don't think it will matter as such. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we'll beat Chelsea at home, for example. I feel like we can go to Newcastle and get a result out there. Anfield is always a risky place, and so too is the Etihad. I have no idea. Let's just say there's 2 L's there, right? I'll bite your hand off now if we're winning the rest of them. Fulham away, okay, it'll be tricky. It will test our mettle, but I think we will overcome. You know the one. So at the end of the day, I just feel like, you know what? Oscar, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to find disbelief. The only thing that I feel like could harm us is the Europa League situation. If we decide to go full pelt for Europa League football and try to compete for the title, I don't know if we've got the squad for that. I genuinely don't. I want to be seeing Kivior and Holding. Say again?
If you landed, can that competition
bro? It's time. It's bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cup believer. You know them ones there. I want to win the cup. I'm all about the cup, the silver. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If you can't win League and Champions League, give me the silver. Yeah, but fam, I am here to say Kivior, Holding, Turner. You know what I'm saying? I need to see them starting on Thursday.
Reece Nelson.
Reece Nelson, you know what I'm saying? At the Jose Andrade Stadium, blood. I need to see.
What's the with the 12-year-old Ethan?
Yeah,
He's even allowed to travel out the country without his parents, but
he ain't got a visa. He must be. But you know what I'm saying? I need to see Elen Massive. You know what I'm saying? Omari, you know what I'm saying? Omari Okozie Dubry. I need to see some youth them for these Europa League football. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. If we go full pelt, yeah, I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. Mikel Arteta, right? So it's interesting. He went with Thomas Partey to start off with, and he went with Takahiro Tomiyasu. Strange, considering Ben White has not been bad. And Tomiyasu, when he's played, hasn't necessarily been great either. But one thing I'll give Mikel is this, right? And I'm slowly starting to turn, is that he brings on Emil Smith-Rowe, right? And he subs Smith-Rowe. Now, I think Smith-Rowe probably had a knock, but besides sort of setting up the first goal for Partey, he wasn't having a great game, right? And say again? What?
Why are you talking about knocks? He didn't have a knock. He was fit.
Let's wait and see. He might have been recorded, but he took it. He took it.
He season, to be fair.
You saw him in the celebrations. He was running around. He was fit as a fiddle.
Fine. So if it's tactical, it looks better on Mikel, right? Get him off. And you know, Fabio Vieira, when I saw him, needed to come. Fabio for me needed to come off a long time ago because he wasn't having a great game. And so for me, it's like Mikel kind of went with an 11. Kind of tried to change it up, didn't respect Bournemouth enough. Although Bournemouth, we really should be putting them to bed. I get that. The goals we were conceding, like hello, and I'm sitting there thinking, come on, boys, let's get it together. Let's get back. It should have been 3. There could have been a time when it was 3-0. Dominic Solanke, I don't know why he doesn't take the shot on goal. I can't remember who it is that takes the kick, but they could have been 3 up. And then I would have thought, okay, this game's over. It's a blip. Close the shop. We move. But the fact that it was 2-0 for some time and then we came into the game quite quickly and got the goal back, guys, I did not doubt for 1 second we would win this game. It's weird because like even when it got to the 95th minute, I knew the referee was watching that Neto, the goalkeeper, because every goalkeeper that's coming over to the Emirates wants to take an age to take a goal kick, and so I always knew that time was always going to come back for us. And people can call us lucky because we're scoring last-minute goals, and I think we scored about 3 or 4 winners in the 90th minute now. But go watch what's happening in the game. The goalkeepers of the opposition side are the time wastings. You know what I'm saying? And they're adding more time to us towards the end. I just never doubted it, and very good stuff from Mikel to repair the damage he kind of caused a little bit in the first half, and brought on Reece Nelson, brought on Ben White. You know what I'm saying? And we had no Eddie to have. So you look at it like that, you think bloody hell. And credit to Ødegaard, the team, Martinelli, all of them. They did not give up, and that's one thing I will give Arsenal this season. They are gonna go till the 110th minute if need be.
David hat on.
Yeah, go for it, man. I was going to get mine on, but you go ahead.
No, we're like 12 games or whatever it is from the end. Bournemouth, by and large, are the worst team in the league. Like, isn't it not concerning that your 2 goals? Because I agree with you. And as I said, if you look at Liverpool's best seasons, there's a lot of last-minute winners away at Fulham, away at Cardiff. Like we had to sort of get, I remember a good game away at Aston Villa. I think our first goal was in like the 89th minute. So look, I hear you, but aren't you not concerned that Bournemouth, or by and large, are the worst team in the league? You've gone 2-0 down at home. You're having to muster up 97th minute winners, the game before Aston Villa. Like, do you not find it concerning that, it's a bit too much at this point of the season? Like,
well, it's interesting you say that. If had this been the first half of the season, yes, because then your luck will run out. I think the fact that we're in March, this is the business end, as we call it, right? There are 10 plus games to go, 12 games, as you mentioned, right? So you imagine now, there's about 30 points up for grabs, or, whatever, forgive my maths. But if Arsenal can get, let's say, 30 points between now and the end of the season, on top of our 60, would be in the 90s.
Yeah.
That league title is done.
It's doable,
So my concern isn't that, because in this end of the season now, it's about results. Business end. It's about results. You get yourself to the February stage, as Ferguson always used to say. Get to February, and we're off. If we're within 5 points, the title is ours. That's how confident he was. And moments in games where I know what you're saying in terms of should there be a concern? The thing that really strikes me the most that I love about this side is the mentality, man. The mentality of this football club is completely different to what we're used to, and a lot of people it will take time for other fans to realize Arsenal's mentality has actually changed. And for Arsenal fans, obviously, they watch every game there. They're indoctrinated in the whole thing. So they see the shift in power. They see look at the games, for example, at Ellen Road this season. There are so many games where we're going to look back and be like, do you know what, Arsenal, on another day capitulate and will crack. right? They would absolutely fold. But the fact is, we have not folded once this season. Maybe Man United at Old Trafford, but even then, everybody was looking at that game thinking, wow, how did Arsenal lose that, right?
Yeah.
So,
I've also had like 3 bad games all year, you know.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
and if that's the case, if we're gonna have 3 bad games all year, then fair enough. If the fact that it's Bournemouth, right? We have to take out of our head now who we're playing. We've now got to look at it as we definitely have to take each game getting 3 points. The conceding of goals concerns me, sure. That does concern me because defense wins titles at the end of the day. So I feel like the conceding of goals is a bit of a worry. And of course, Man City are outscoring us by crazy as well. So there is that. The game before this versus Leicester, we were in cruise control. Yeah. So
just talking about how people love chatting about how relegation teams always put up a fight and pull out results, but now because it's Arsenal, we should be worried. Even though the Leicester game before showed that.
Yeah, listen, the Aston Villa game, of course, was a crucial moment in our title challenge, right? Crucial moment. And then Leicester, the fact that we bossed the Leicester game made me think, wow, Arsenal have actually bounced back from that blip. Because we had a blip. We had a blip of about 4 to 5 games. We had a massive blip. And now we've overcome that blip and we've gone and won every game since. Okay, so you go into the next weekend. Okay, Fulham away, right? They're losing 2-1 at Brentford as we speak at the moment. But Fulham away, if Arsenal could go out there and make a statement and be like, do you know what, City? You can go and beat Newcastle. You can go and beat whoever you want to play, right? We both know, you and I both know, we're going to drop points. City are going to drop more points than Arsenal. That's just genuinely what I think. And they don't even have to drop, Arsenal don't even have to necessarily stay, conceding less points than City because we've got a 5-point cushion. Right, so at least if we could take that 5-point cushion to like Anfield or to the Etihad, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's done. The mentality of this team is what is pushing us through the edge.
Definitely.
Games at the Emirates, guys. Yeah, Emirates, bro. Like fair enough. Man City beat us, fine. You know what I'm saying? The Emirates is what's going to win us that league this year, and we've got bare Emirates games left. We've still got Chelsea at home. We're beating Chelsea.
Are you?
Yeah, we've got Southampton at home. We've got Leeds at home. We've got Brighton at home. We've got Wolves at home. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? Crystal Palace. Do me a favour. Do me a favour.
Have you seen this one before? When that Emery's run for the top 4?
I like.
Remember Arteta's run for the top 4? But look, it's themes. Do you not are you not putting the cart before the horse? Because Pete, you've been very. I mean, Assad's been asking questions about. When did you jump on the campaign? When did you start to believe? And I think now we're getting to a point, PR, where we're not it's business end, but it's 26 games played, 26, another 10, and you're still in the crunch time. You're still in that period.
Whoa.
What?
Because that's a long time.
I'm saying 10 games is a long time away, but even 10 games, the league might not be wrapped up in 10. You still might have to. It might go down to the last day. No, but what I'm saying is, I'm shocked that Peter is coming out now after a difficult game against Bournemouth. You didn't make it look easy. You've come out now and you've said, even SW6 is saying he's shocked. You've come out now and you've said, now this is the time when Arsenal are going to win the league. You still got City to play. You still got Liverpool to play. You still got the mighty Chelsea to come to the Emirates. And let's not forget.
There is.
Yeah.
There's certain games you just know you've won the league. Like I remember when Liverpool won the league, and I think we beat Aston Villa in November 2-1. And there's just a moment where you just like all systems go.
Yeah, I remember, bro.
When Leicester won the league, when they beat City at the Etihad, and you're like, raw, they're actually going to do it.
Under Conte, we beat Hull in December. I knew from there.
And he's swinging off the monkey bars. Or was that Stoke?
No, that was towards the end of the season. We beat Hull 2-0. I say, yeah, the league's coming.
Yeah, the thing for me is to who asked the question? Was it Mirad? To Mirad's point, it was purely this. What purely changed not even changed my mind, because I was always hopeful. Yeah, we're in the race, so I'm gonna hope that we're gonna win the league. But what changed me is purely because how do Arsenal recover from a tough period? How do they recover from a tough time, guys? And look at the luck we're getting, right? Winning it against Bournemouth in the way in the last minute fashion we did, winning against Villa. These are things you can't just Like it's almost like.
But don't you think it's too early for luck? There's still 12 games left.
Oscar, we came from a place of, like I said to you, the two bookends, Man City games, FA Cup and the league, and we didn't win anything in between, right? We had not won in like 5 games in all comps, right? How do Arsenal recover? And look at what they've gone and done. You know what I'm saying? We score 4 at Villa. We dominate against Leicester. We beat Everton. We get our retribution against Everton. And how much did we give Everton? How much did we give Everton? When I told Mandem, I said, Sean Dyche coming to the Emirates with Everton. He's not getting a peep. He's not getting a sniff. He did not get anything at the Emirates, okay? So we gave them 4. Like, that's the thing. We battered Everton. We battered Leicester. And then in the games where we weren't necessarily at our best, we left with 3 points. You know them ones there. Guys, we got 12 points since the loss to Man City. 12. Wow. Okay. 12 points. Okay, in 12 out of 12, we got maximum. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? There is no reason for me to start doubting. I can't.
Well, you're not doubting Peter, no?
I'm definitely not doubting Peter. That's for damn sure. You know what I'm saying? This title race, guys, you heard it here first, bruv. March 6th, done. It's over. It's over. There will be twists and turns. Arsenal will drop points. City will drop points. City will probably drop more points than Arsenal. If they drop the same points as Arsenal, they lose the league. City have to lose. Arsenal have to lose more points. Than City. Well, 6 more. Yeah, 6 more points than City. Let's say 5 because I think their goal difference is much.
Yeah, superior.
Like, yeah. They have to lose 5 more points worse than Man City.
It's the fact that City are not that good.
I don't want to be that guy, but are Arsenal capable of losing 2 in a row back to back?
Yeah.
Are Arsenal capable of losing 2 in a row? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Explain that to me.
Yeah.
No, let's just say hypothetically you've got Liverpool one week and then you've got Chelsea the next week. Are you capable of losing both of those games back?
Yeah, those are 2 big games. Yeah, absolutely. Like for example, AD, I'm writing off Anfield and Etihad. Those 2 games could be defeats. I'm writing those 2 off already.
Okay, and let's just say Pep does. Bro, listen, I don't think you understand the pain.
No. He can
Liverpool
turn on.
Won 18 out of 19 games, bro.
You know what? Yeah, and listen,
he's never lost a title race.
There's a Pep 18 out of 19 coming, isn't there? There is a Pep like 18 winning streak. Don't get me wrong, but you know what started to make me really doubt City a little bit because also I haven't explained that bit either. In those times where Arsenal got 12 points, how many points did City get in that time? And I was shocked them drawing at Forest. When they drew at Forest, I just said, yeah, they don't have it in them this year. They actually don't have it in them this year.
I read somewhere, I think City are on, I don't know, is it like 58 points, right?
Yeah, they're 58.
Apparently this time last year, they were on 63.
So it's not that crazy, which is what we're on. You know what I'm saying?
It's deep of a drop off. Yeah. And then you said, and then I think the end of the season on 93 points or whatever it was?
93 points. So, there you are. So that's the thing. City as well haven't covered themselves in glory, whilst Arsenal have got 4 in 4.
Yeah. I think this. I can see Arsenal dropping the points. It's just City. I can't see them continuing. That's the issue. Like I think City are just not a serious side. Like,
let's look at City's next 5 games just off the bat. They're away at Palace. I think they should be fine on that weekend.
You never know.
You never know. But I feel like, come on, this Palace side is not that great, right?
They won a game all year.
Then, well, there you go. Then they're at home to Liverpool. Now, it depends what kind of Liverpool we have. Yeah, I think this is after the international break. I think it's an international break after Palace.
Yes, in April.
After this weekend, yeah. So, yeah, April 1st is City-Liverpool, 12:30 kickoff. They're away at Southampton, fine. Home to Leicester City, away to Brighton, home to Arsenal, away to Fulham. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
they're winning 5 in a row.
Oh, yeah? Listen,
they're winning 5 in a row.
They might.
They're winning 5 in a row.
They might. But let me tell you,
I will never celebrate a Pep win like this one. If he wins,
listen, I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry.
I'm taking my shirt off.
If they do it and if they overcome, yeah, and if they win the league, right, then it's like, I gotta look at how Arsenal lost it, and I gotta look at how City have definitely won it, right? But like, City are not. They're not new to this. Like City have been here before.
This ain't their first rodeo.
It's like their first rodeo.
That's not going to be their last neither.
For me, I'm just looking at it, bro. Out of 26 games, we won 20 of them so far this season. I'm sorry. That's a record that I think, and we've only lost 3 games, right? We lost 3 games. I think nobody's lost less games than us this season. We've drawn 3 this season. You know what I'm saying? And those draws are annoying because drawing to Brentford, drawing to Southampton, and who was the other draw? Newcastle at home. It's frustrating. That's frustrating. But we move. It's over. Where to, man? Where to? Any more comments or questions, or are we moving game?
I have. Do we? I feel like we barely spoke about the game, really.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, Bournemouth, hats off to Bournemouth, but they came out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Boom, just hit us with one. Then they hit us again. You know what I'm saying? They came again with us, man. They were on. Big up to Gary O'Neill. You know what I'm saying? He was very much like he let the game play. Like Bournemouth were not really like Sean Dyche, guys. To think this, yeah, I've been at the Emirates on Wednesday and Saturday. I saw a Sean Dyche side take a kickoff, lose possession, and retreat in their own half. All of them to a man. I said, this is a joke. But you know what's funny? You know how much possession Bournemouth had in this Arsenal game? 19%, plan.
24, yeah.
19%, plan. I said it's not over till the fat lady sings, blood.
It's not.
Bring Susan Boyle, blood. You know what I'm saying? Bring them.
Are you taking a mic?
That's not clear.
I cut off Peter's mic.
Why do you have to say that? Just stop.
I wanted to say it's over.
Lola says, Bun Neto, you time waste. Slap on the head of VAR, do nothing, and concede the last minute winner. You can hold that. Now, I need Arsenal to suffer, man.
We've suffered, Oscar. Allow us. We've suffered for 20 years.
Re-up.
Re-up. 20 years. Huh?
And if Arsenal win the league, we're going to suffer for our 20 years.
Bro, I ain't won the league since I was
But the thing is, what I need, Adrian, is the heart, the fight, it to go down to the last day. I need it to be in their hands and them to throw it away. And I need video of Saka and Smith Rowe and he's not crying on the pitch. I need that. I need that. I ain't saying nothing to do with penalties, but I need, I heard stories of Harry Kane and Dele Alli crying in the changing rooms of Stamford Bridge when we ended their title run. That's what I need. I like that.
They were like 11 points off at the end.
I like that. No wonder
Oscar, don't you like low-key? Don't you like Arsenal low-key? Didn't you go to the Emirates weekly cheering them on? Here's what it was. What did Ernest tell you? Arsenal have not won the league for 18 years. Is it 18? Am I right? You said 18.
18. Yeah, this is the 19th year, yeah.
I saw after the first 10 years, that hatred kind of just dissipated. Like I was just like, I never saw I didn't see Arsenal as a threat. I'll be real. I didn't see Arsenal as a threat. So Arsenal, I could. They were a nice club. They played nice football. Yeah, sure. Arsenal never bothered me. Now they're gonna win the league. What are we talking about in this podcast? We're talking about Champions Leagues and we're talking about Premier Leagues. If you ain't a threat to me in any of those competitions, I'm happy to see you win. I don't care. But
funny enough,
serious.
Who did everybody like last season? Who was everybody's favorite team? Who took Man City to the edge on the opening day of the year? Now all of a sudden, people hate Arsenal. Why? Because they're a threat.
Because they're a threat. They're coming for that. The only team I hate unconditionally is Man United. That's the only team I hate. They could be 15. Even Tottenham. I don't mind. Like I don't like
everybody
them.
loves Crystal Palace. Like JFC, South London. Let Crystal Palace get 87 points one year. How much love they'll get?
I'm sat here watching this game rooting for Fulham. We're supposed to be rivals. This
is a lose-lose for you. Brentford and Fulham.
I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about these clubs. I couldn't care less.
You need a 22-man brawl.
At 1-0, a Brentford fan threw a flare onto the pitch.
Yeah.
I said, what's going on here? This is... Come on.
I need to check. Man City's lost because I see Balotelli.
City got Brentford away last game. Foden's winning the league at Brentford away.
Oscar, Man City's last 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Brentford away being the last one. The second to last. So their last home game is at home to Chelsea. I need you to do me a favour.
Oh my goodness. Oh my guys. If you've ever watched WCW and you've seen the finger poke of doom, that's what I need on that day. That's what I need. Poke on the chest.
Kevin Nash settings.
We're lying down. We are lying down. I didn't
No
know.
wonder they went out of business. It's great.
We're lying down. We're lying down.
Now Chelsea need to fight for that top 4, blood. Lie that, blood. You don't need to be.
Ain't no top 4.
Tell you what, that's a tough running for City, though.
And then Everton away is the one before that, and Leeds at home the one before that.
Everton will be fighting for their lives as well.
They'll be fighting for the death, blood. Fighting for the death, blood.
Everton last year.
Everton are safe.
Well,
Everton are safe. Are you sure?
Yeah, but Dash.
They're like a point above the zone. Actually, they might even be in the zone.
That's a Daesh.
Assad said, "Oh my days, Oscar." That's exactly why I didn't hate Liverpool before. I never saw them as a threat till they won the Prem. After that, they're marks. Facts.
There you go.
Facts. Man, my whole life I never cared about Liverpool. Well, actually, they used to beat us in the Champions League, so it used to hurt me still. But yeah, and he says, "Why do you hate Man United more than Arsenal as a Chelsea fan? We don't have beef with United like that." Do you know why? Because when I was growing up as a Chelsea fan, Arsenal used to always beat Chelsea. Then, when the money came in, we used to beat Arsenal every week. We used to go to the Emirates and win all the time. It was very, very easy.
Oh, I hated Chelsea. You know that, especially that, like from 2006 to about 2010, like Chelsea always won at the Emirates. Man. It was so annoying.
They didn't lose a home game for like 5 years.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
tough, man.
Yeah, man. Get. I'm done with the Arsenal run. I've had enough now. That's it.
That's such a shame, Oscar. I thought you would like to see Starboy rise, huh? I thought you'd like to see him.
They've risen.
Give him a title, man. Give him a title.
Objectively, I would. I just can't stand your fans.
What I need now is a second place finish, tears on the pitch at the Emirates, and a Champions League humbling next season.
Listen,
that's what I need.
Listen, man.
Back down to reality.
Maybe this is our reality. Title challenging. Maybe it's our reality. Maybe
challenging. I'm glad you said challenging.
No, because listen.
Challenging is reality, but winning.
You have to understand this, guys. Yeah, if Mikel wins the Premier League title this season, you know it's impossible. It's impossible. Arsenal should not be winning the league title. It should not be. We should not be. Guys, I've suffered. Oscar wants me to suffer. I suffered 2 8th place finishes. I suffered the 5th place at the jaws of victory. But when I was sitting in 4th all year, at the jaws of victory, I was swallowed to 5th place. Now I'm in a title race. I'm leading the championship 5 points clear in March.
Can I respond to this comment?
Please respond, please. I was gonna go, but
you saw a man print a T-shirt because they was top of the league in December.
Yeah, that's outrageous. Cecil, that's outrageous. Yeah, that is freaking outrageous.
Fans are the most.
You know, the worst thing is that Premier League table had like 14 games on it. It had like 14 games on the top.
Yeah, it wasn't even real December.
But you know what's crazy for Lola to say that? Yeah, because I know this season all the Arsenal fans, they love each other, they hug each other. Before this season, you all hated each other. You hated Arsenal fans. So don't tell me, we can't stand. But Arsenal fans are.
You made Wenger cry.
Insufferable.
Yeah, we did.
Did you know what they did to Wenger? They slandered Henry. They slandered Henry.
They hounded that man out of the club. Greatest manager in their history. Hounded him out of the club.
Arsenal fans are
you lot know my love for Wenger, man. I'm a disciple, so
they printed the table on their shirt. Get out of here, man. The entire world were willing Liverpool not to win. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. I don't disagree with that.
Like, okay. Here's my point, right? If the tree falls in the forest, nobody cares. Like that Liverpool title win was shrouded in so much hobbydegook. What did they call it? They called it the COVID Cup. We didn't even have a freaking parade. Like, Liverpool celebrated that Champions League for like 5 months.
Yeah,
we won't hear the end of it from Arsenal. But first of all, I don't know anybody that knows more than 20 Liverpool. I don't know anybody that knows more than 10 Liverpool fans. bro. Like Arsenal fans are like Nigerians. Like you know all of them. They're the majority. They're the overwhelming. It's true. Bro,
It's
in
true.
every organization, Nigerians dominate. Arsenal fans dominate. Arsenal fans are everywhere.
That's true.
the London
That's so
club.
true.
If
Arsenal
Arsenal
is
were to
Nigerian.
win the league,
Oh,
bro, 3 million people are turning up in the streets.
and they said we celebrated the Prem on stream.
No, you know what I mean?
It's true. It's true.
No, that's a bad thing. That's some absolute. They robbed Liverpool's joy, you know. COVID robbed Liverpool's joy. That's it. No, that's racist. No word of a lie. Yeah. Listen, Leicester City had 250,000 people at their parade when they won the league. That's what they dragged. They dragged every fan that was past and present. You know what I'm saying? Every person. Oh, big up Cedric coming on for the Fulham.
I don't know why he's coming on because the game is done. Brentford 3, Fulham 1. Jensen is
I'm behind, boy. I'm seeing Fulham on the attack. Man said Brentford have scored. Damn. But where am I? Yeah, no, for real. Like, listen, it's gonna be bedlam. You see North London. Yeah, you lot don't need to be anywhere. That includes Northwest. Don't even be around, blood. Northwest.
I'm not going to be in the country.
Listen,
I'm out of the country.
You see
if
all the
Arsenal win the league, I'm out of the country.
You've got to get out of London. That's
I'm out.
Down
I'm out of here.
Especially the North part. Because
I'm not going to be coming down for Brom.
From King's Cross to friggin' Wembley, it's going to be lock off. Like, it's going to be a lock off thing. That's traveling. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lock off, bro. It's going to be a
Have you
lock
seen the Man
off.
City parades?
Yeah.
Man City parades are like 400 people top.
Yo, we're gonna listen. Islington Council, boy. They got their work cut out, boy. We have to speak to other councils just to say, yo.
Big up Balotelli. He says, I remember the 2014 FA Cup win.
Yeah, we had about 300,000 at a parade for that.
I remember that. I tried to go 5 guys. It was busy. It's Arsenal fans everywhere.
But yeah,
I got to see what's happening. What do you mean? Like it's a flipping carnival? Like it's a motive? Like I'm just gonna roll up there? No, you got to keep the numbers down.
Shout me, boy.
I'll be there. I will be there though.
I'll try and make some tunes, blood. Come down, blood.
Listen, I don't know why people are annoyed.
I'm coming to plain white tea though.
People know the parade will be Notting Hill Carnival vibes. Enjoy it. Yeah, I'm not there. Sorry, I ain't about that. Like, Asad says, quick question. Do any of you guys still play FPL?
I had a
hella about the Chelsea league table.
I had a dreadful week this week. It was dreadful. It was garbage. Last week I had 99 points. This week I got like 24, blood. Howler.
What?
21.
Salah good at himself.
I got 21. Look, I had Nick Pope, I had Trippier, I had Zinchenko, I had Rashford, I had Saka, Fernandes, Neves, Ødegaard, Kane, Haaland. None of them got points, blood. No one got points. No one got me any points this week. I captained Saka and he gave me 4 points.
Guys, Assad said he got 30 points. Man, I got 18 points.
This week.
Hasn't completed because of the game is on today. So some of my Fulham players are going to come in, which is nice.
Oh, Tony. I got Tony, to be fair.
Still. Anyway.
Solomon slightly clapping, though.
We got Solomon, man. Hey, listen, guys, you heard it here, bro. 6th of March, blood. You know what I'm saying? I put the flag down, bro. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, draw the line in the sands. I respect it, bro. I respect it.
Arsenal.
That's it, evolution.
You got to know the mood, bro. AD, you know when I predict something, I might say something. I'm looking at the mood, bro. I'm looking at the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm not saying Arsenal are not going to lose any other games between now and the end of the season. We're going to lose games, no doubt. But guess what? So a City, you know what I'm saying? that's what matters.
Peter,
you know?
Think about you, Peter. I know this ain't knee jerk. I know you just seen something. I thought, yeah, like this is tight, but consistency over time. You've seen a theme.
This is
a pattern.
I'm seeing themes. I'm seeing themes.
Well, most teams.
Listen, bro, Gabriel Jesus, blood. I see him on Saturday with his little you know what I'm saying? He's ready to come, blood. He's ready to go. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be on, boy. It's gonna be on. So yeah, man. Let's march on. Anyway, Oscar, Chelsea 3 points. Chelsea Chelsea. Not their 3 points, ladies and gentlemen. You know what's so funny? It's interesting what you say about teams not being a threat, because I can enjoy watching Chelsea have a dross game, or even if they win, I'm like, oh, look at Chelsea. They come back here and started winning games. That's how I feel at this moment in time. That's all I've got to say about that.
It's a beautiful feeling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here, the weekend was only preparation because we play on Tuesday night. That's a big boy competition.
Are you there, Oscar? Are you there?
Of course, I'm there.
Oscar is going to be bedecked in black and yellow.
I mean, it could be my last Champions League game for over a year. So yeah, I might as well.
Until 25, you know what I'm saying? Man's got to wait.
We'll go buy a big burger for that.
I might as well go. Lola says, from what I saw, Chelsea were asked, but they won. Stop the rock. Hey, stop the bleeding. Stop the bleeding. We just put Vaseline on that. You know when the boxers, they get punched in the eye, the blood's coming, they put Vaseline on it. That's what we did this weekend.
You know what is it? I knew that when it was a Wesley Fofana goal. When it was a Wesley Fofana goal, I said, yo, this game must have been scrappy, blood.
Stop the bleeding, man. Assad says, I told man about this Fofana. When he's fit, he's the best young centre back in the league. He's been flawless, returning from injury. Big league, big goal, big win.
Whoa, that's a big statement.
What, best centre half in the
young,
league?
Yeah, but he's caveated it. Best young. So
there's Kanate, there's Saliba.
Kanate, Saliba.
Gabriel Magalhaes, who is our best defender.
Gabriel Magalhaes is like 26.
I'm hearing good things about Levi Colwell. He's on Chelsea's book. No, Gabriel's 1997 still. But I don't know how old he was, born 1997.
97?
That's a Rashford thing. That's a Starboy.
21?
He's a big man.
25 to be fair.
25, come on.
25. He only just turned 25, isn't he?
He's got a couple kids.
Lola can't believe it. She said, what did he tell us about Fofana? Hey, you are right. Wesley.
He was cold. He was cold in his first season, to be fair.
Just turned 25. So did I. Fofana's a good player, man. Good player. Chelsea moved to a 5 at the back, so he played with Koulibaly and Badiashile. I don't know what we'll do because obviously Badiashile is a bit better than Fofana. Actually, I don't know. They're both very good. Look, Chelsea are blessed when it comes to centre backs. We should be. We spent $1 million. We spent $1 million on them. So
I don't know why people are crying when Thiago went down. You've got centre halves.
Yeah, but like, there's our captain Thiago Silva. He's our leader. Do you know what I mean? Guess who captain Chelsea? Mateo Kovacic captain Chelsea on the in the Premier League. And then when Kova came off, our captain was Kepa. Like, guys, Thiago Silva injured, Aspilicueta injured, Reece James injured, Kante injured. Anyone that would wear the armband injured. All gone.
Kepa.
Mount. Guys, there's like 7 players had to go down for Kepa to get that armband. They all went down. Like, shocking. As I says, I need Oscar and all the other Chelsea fans to make the bridge a cauldron of noise tomorrow. We can't score for toffee. So I need you, man, to literally blow. Ooh, hey, yo. Whoa. Hey, yo. That's crazy. Lola says, yeah, I'm just going to skip right past that one. Lola says, now, badders, I like. They're calling them badders.
What's pausing sign language?
Yeah. Someone needs to. Someone needs to figure that one out. We fully got a guy called Baddy in our defense. Look, Baddy don't get what he likes, and he's very, very good. So let him do his job, bro. Let him do his thing. He's not going to play on the weekend. The interesting thing is,
I'm gonna say, speaking of baddies, of the people and that Mason Mount TikTok, he was sort of dancing with that Amelia girl to like Aspire. So like Chelsea fans lost their nuts because basically the thing was like, you've been season, we're doing awful all season, you're on the training ground, you're bedecked in Chelsea gear, Trafalgar and all sorts, and you're dancing, having a laugh, like, and you want $200,000 a week.
Yeah. I think it's, you know how football fans are, like they don't like seeing players do things off the pitch. And for me, as somebody
if you're losing, if you're not winning,
for me, as somebody who
I see Saka in a Nando's advert. Go on, Saka, get that medium. You know what I'm saying?
What's he doing?
Listen, he's top of the league, blood. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Wait, did you watch that advert?
I barely saw it, to be fair. He had a little glimpse. He had a little turn.
And did you see when Saka was wearing the fur? When he was wearing the modelling thing?
This guy,
He's top of the league.
he's in Call of Duty. He's in Nando. He's in
New Balance.
adverts. New Balance adverts. Hey,
if you're winning, it's okay. You know the
GQ covers.
Bro, do you remember when I rinsed Rashford for flying to, was it Dubai? He was at the Grand Prix. Man United were doing dross. He was at the Grand Prix. And I'm an F1 guy. So, but the last thing I want to be seeing you do is be flying to Dubai.
Let me not lie. Oscar,
yeah.
I saw Van Dijk wear the green tuxedo. Because basically, the way these people framed it, they're like, oh, Van Dijk is flown out to Paris. And I see man wearing a green tux. So I thought he was doing London, like Paris Fashion Week or something. I was a little bit like, brother, the form. But then he was there for like a football award. He was there for like a football award show. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Guys,
you know, Oscar, you can't enjoy life unless you're winning.
The video was poor timing. I'm sorry. Like, we've been horrible since August. Is he not supposed to have fun and enjoy himself from August?
You released that in the summer. You released that when there's no football.
You don't need
goals and assists.
You don't
Oscar.
What?
The only fun I want to see you having is the glee in your face when you're scoring goals or making assists or winning for games of football. Not dancing with Amelia from the chicken shop or wherever the hell she came from.
Right? I'm sorry. I just disagree. I don't care if we're bottom of the league. If you're on the weekend doing your thing, do your thing on the weekend, man. I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it. Enjoy your life. I don't want to see it.
You cannot want to see it, but if you post it, what are you gonna do?
No, you're not allowed to post it.
Delete that, man.
Delete that, cuz. What? You lost 3-0 on the weekend? Get that out of here, man. Look, if any Oscar.
We lost the Spurs. Man comes out doing dancing videos.
Oscar, if any Man United player this week, blood, if I see anything, I'm coming for you this weekend.
See how silly that is? Because you know that man have posted in the drafts. They're ready to drop.
Don't drop it.
They have TikToks, they're ready to drop. Now they gotta wait till we beat Betis to drop the TikTok.
Sometimes, certain man might be out now having fun, and they'll post that up now. You know what I'm saying? Post match. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, these don't need to pull their finger out. Looking at Chelsea, we've conceded 25 goals. That's the same amount as Manchester City, and it's the same amount as Arsenal. So that should tell you that the only thing stopping us from challenging from the league is the fact that we can't put the ball in the bloody net. Yeah, if we knew how to score goals defensively, we're actually not that bad. But there was no point in this game when I thought Chelsea were going to score. Not at all. Balotelli's only Premier League assist. You need to sort out Stamford Bridge, yeah, because I went to get a drink at halftime. Let's just say I missed the goal. Let's just say that. Let's just say I missed the goal because our stadium is just so tiny that no one can get a drink in time to get back in front of the game. Like, it's just a joke.
Can I speak on stadiums and concessions?
We could be going and going.
We could be going here. On Sunday, right, rather than watching the first Grand Prix of the season, right, live, I was at the Arsenal women versus Chelsea women Conti Cup final at Selhurst Park. Yeah? Let me tell you, bro. Logistically, it's a nightmare, that place, right? I've always told you, man, Selhurst Park is a shower of garbage. It's a horrible, awful stadium. It's awful. I'm thinking it's a women's game, innit? Light work. Like, there won't be that many fans there. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I can just rock up. Boom, boom, boom. Obviously, I get in there about 10 minutes late. I've gone in there 10 minutes late. 10 minutes late? Because I'm waiting behind a queue. Imagine I get to the...
I'm glad I didn't go with you. You're a moron.
I got to the ground. at 2:45. 3 o'clock was the kickoff. Get to the ground.
The stadium's opposite Sainsbury's.
Bro, yeah, I get there. There's queuing. I said, "Whoa, why are we queuing, blood? What's going on here, bro?" They sold out Selhurst Park, blood. They sold it out. Yeah.
First of all, yeah, any stadium in London that's not near a station, you're a mess.
Oh, so it's near 2 stations. This one, however,
what station is it in?
It's next to Norwood Junction and Selhurst Park and Selhurst Station.
They're not real stations. Number one. Number two, how far do you have to walk to get to the ground from there?
5-10 minutes. 5-10 minutes. It's not long at all. But the rookie mistake here, though, two things. Because they thought it was a women's game, they thought nothing. They closed Norwood Junction Station, blood. Howler, yeah? So every man and his dog is coming out of Cellar Station. Bro, I get into the concession, blood, yeah? Why is it so... Bro, I couldn't even get a beer at half time.
Like, impossible.
Like I just... Do you know what I just did, bro? I just firmed it, yeah? And just drank in the second half, blood. And then I went back to my seat in like the 60th minute. I just firmed it. I just said, you know what, bun it. I've waited this long in the queue for some Croydon Pale Ale. I thought, I'm going to firm this. I'm going to firm it.
It's a Croydon draft.
Some Croydon draft. The first half, I missed a goal because Sam Kerr scores in the first minute. So I missed a goal. Fuming, get in there now. And then I see us get the equaliser and the penalty. I said, yeah, here we go. Off we go. Then obviously second half, I miss it. We get full time, yeah, after the trophy lift, boom, boom, boom. Bare Chelsea fans exiting, right? Calm. I come out the stadium, but I'm walking to Cellar Station, blood. There's a queue from the stadium to the station. And when I say there was no road closures, right? I should have taken pictures. We were on the main road that leads to Cellar Station. The main road, but cars are beeping. Because they're like, where are all these people coming from?
Yeah.
Because there's no road closure, right? Yeah. What a goal by Vinicius Jr., by the way.
Not Vinicius Jr.
What's his name? Vinicius what? The former Spurs striker.
Carlos Vinicius?
Carlos Vinicius. That's the one. The one from Benfica.
Vinicius Jr.
I have no idea where that came out of my mind. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oscar, we're on the main road, man, then, yeah? And there's buses and cars beeping because there's 20,000 fans on the road, blood. And they shut Cellar Station, blood.
Yeah, I told you that stadium is a mess. Like, it's a mess.
What I did, bruv. So I'm watching a Man United game on my phone, blood. Sky Go settings. I walked from Sellers to East Croydon Station, blood.
Adrian, he told me their stations by the stadium, but he's walking 50 meters.
So they shut both of them.
He's walking 50 minutes. Blood.
Imagine, I get to East Croydon. And I'm going to like. Yeah, all of that. I went to the McDonald's, parked it on the right, went to the McDonald's, boom, head back. I'm seeing Arsenal and Chelsea fans everywhere. From Croydon, you know what I'm saying, towards Woolwich and whatnot. Bruv, like Arsenal and Chelsea everywhere. And it was all you know what, yeah? You know when you go to a football game, yeah? You know men are annoying, innit? Yeah, like drunk men are annoying, right? So you get into the concession, it's all blah blah. Bro, nothing's worse than families and kids, blood. Football game. It's my God. It's worse, blood. Bro, Oscar, ask me why I had about 4 or 5 pints spilled on me for no reason.
Nah, that's a violation. There must have been a reason. 4 or 5.
No, literally, like not like the man pouring it on me, but man, them can't hold their drinks.
As well,
We had a game with Stone Cold Steve Austin. What do you mean? What does that mean?
I'm walking, minding my own business, bro. I see a beer full of my trainers through the sock. I'm like, blood.
Nah, do you know how mad I would be? There's beer on my sock.
That is.
Get a hold of your kid, blood. You know what I'm saying? Or like, nobody has bearings. Nobody understands football. Like they don't get how it works, bro. People are queuing up, yeah, and then people just try to cut the queue because they got a little kid with them. That's kidding me.
That's the worst thing because it's when it's
a little brat.
At least at a game, there's the football etiquette. Everybody knows the football etiquette.
Yeah.
When it's like a mixed crowd, everyone's there to watch cheer on.
It was like being at a friggin', you know what I'm saying, like a Harry Styles concert with just, and then what's it called, Ariana Grande concert. Bare women, bare kids. And I'm like, blood, get your stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Get your stuff together.
Organize the back four.
Organize the back four. You know what I'm saying? I thought to myself, I thought I would never experience this. Like Wembley, like Wembley was so much better when they had the FA Cup final there. Like that was fine because it was a big concourse. You can get your drinks, blah blah.
Yeah, I'm actually reverting my theory around Wembley because there's so much hate around Wembley.
Yeah,
but Wembley is big, is spacious. You're not
legit, man. It is legit.
There's a clear pathway to the station. I mean, it's bloody long to get into the station.
Bloody long. And there's only one.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I mean, you could do a little Wembley Central. You could do a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but these are the station. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen.
It's got bare lines, though.
The thing is, though, yeah, as you said, etiquette, Oscar. It was lacking, and at a ground like Selhurst Park, blood holes. Yeah, like places.
Why is that? Why did they put a final there?
I don't know, blood. I don't
It's a
know.
violation.
Apparently, because it's the League Cup final. Apparently, they've held it for like the last 3 or 4 years. It's a
I think if they knew it was 2 London clubs, they probably would have. You know what I mean? It was unfortunate that Chelsea and Arsenal were the ones that were there because everybody. It was a hot ticket that game. It was a hot ticket. Everybody wanted to be there.
And the thing is, as well, you know, like, bro, you know, I say to you that ground's one of the worst I've ever been to. I was sitting in a row. Yeah, I just ended up moving. I just left. You know, the ones where you move to another seat. No one checked me. Nothing. No stewards had nothing to say. I went in the Arsenal end. Just rags.
Were that ends? Were that Chelsea and Arsenal ends?
So check this. So there's Chelsea and Arsenal ends on behind the goals, but in the like the sort of the side stands mixture. I'm sitting there like I've got someone booing Kim Little. I'm looking at this girl like I can't even get Aggie because no one's Aggie. No one is on it. They're just you know what a cheer sounds like. Kids at
The cheer is weird.
It's athletic, right? So they're cheering and they're clapping. I said, nah, you know what? I need to get out of here. But I see the Arsenal end. Arsenal. I said, I'm getting down there. Off I went, bro. Because my view was obstructed. The upper tier where I was sat below the gantry. So the gantry's in my eye line view, and the gantry's basically like where the commentary positions are and stuff like that. So imagine people in front of me are sitting on this thing from above, and they're sitting in front of me like this. They're giving me LCD TVs to watch the game through. Nah, not having that. Got up and left, went around the back. The Arthur Waite stand, holy smokes. That is one of the worst stands in football.
You know I've only been to Sohurst Park once, but when I'm there, I just imagine Simon Jordan in his box.
There's
like,
no
this ground is small, man. It's a small time. It's a championship ground.
It's meaty.
I can't atmosphere like when you go for an away day. Like when I went last season, and it was really, really good. Like it was really, really good. Yeah. I couldn't do it every week. I couldn't. But Balotelli's only Premier League assist says the atmosphere was too funny. Were you there as well? Endo says it's a day out for them, Pete. Yeah, man. Big up you on your day out. You've had your day out.
Them men are never at Meadow Park, blood. Them men are never at Meadow Park or Kings Meadow, blood. They're never there, blood. But they're here. Oh, yeah, Palace. And the thing is, it was £5 a ticket. So I hear that. It was £5 a ticket.
£5 a ticket for a final. £5 a ticket to see Sam Kerr.
I would have done that.
I should have shouted you, blood. I had a ticket going, blood. I was like, yo, who wants to roll, blood?
£5.
But let me tell you now, the logistics, bro, and you would have missed the Liverpool game. The logistics, blood, getting in and out of that ground was a farce. Was a freaking farce, man. Anyway, sorry guys, I've lost our train of thought here. Where are we going to next?
He said he's there for City Palace too. He's a regular down at the Palace.
He's a regular at the Palace, yeah.
Down at the Selhurst.
Anyway,
Balotelli is 1-1-12. He's everywhere.
Stamford Bridge, Palace.
Get yourself down the Emirates, boy.
Yeah, Stamford Bridge ain't that bad. But if you need to get a drink, goodness me, let the Lord help you.
I'll give Spurs credit here. I'll give Spurs credit, blood. That automatic drinking thing, legit. Because you go in there and you're in there for 5 minutes, blood. Ping, ping, ping. Pay and you're off. It's legit. I ain't gonna lie. And that's the away end.
The away end.
That's at the away end. And I did the home end. I did when they played Everton. When they beat Everton 5 last season, I was there as well. It was a joke, like fish and chips, like I was at the friggin', you know what I'm saying, Skipper's Choice. It was big, blood. Everything big, drinks, boom, 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 off.
Was it very American?
Oh, hey, Pete, next week, yeah. You know, I told you last week. I said I'm done with Chelsea. Yeah, I'm done going. So my last game is Dortmund. That's my last game of the season. I'm not going to unless I could get a ticket for Arsenal versus Chelsea. Then I'll go to that. Other than that, I'm done. My friends are telling me, "Oh, come Leicester away next week." I'm just like,
he's getting sucked into it.
And I'm like, Leicester away seems like a good away. I'm not gonna lie. You can go in the morning, come back. Like it's reasonable travel time to Leicester on the train. Like it's just yeah, but it's annoying, man.
You know you will regret it though. You know you will regret that.
What, not going?
As in going. As in you know Leicester will win, and you will be fuming.
Because I go with like a group of people, I never regret it.
It'll be
like,
fine.
I didn't regret Dortmund. Like Dortmund sucked. I told you how bad it was, but I didn't regret it. It's weird because obviously last year is the first time I started going to games. I got the bug, like I got the football bug. Like you just go and you get used to going and you meet the same people, see the same faces. It becomes a little community. It's fun, man. It's fun. I'd recommend people doing it for like at least a season where you just go follow your team every week. Assad says, Oscar, did you see a guy called Brendan at the breed? They call him the Black. Yes, I did see Brendan. Hey, he's the Black John Cena. He's the Black John Cena. No, there's a guy you might have seen him. He goes viral. Yeah, he goes viral on Twitter because he looks like John Cena.
Last year or something.
Black. Yeah, black. So I saw him after the game. He followed me on Twitter. Cool guy, man. Very, very blessed. Very.
What? And Chelsea got black fans.
Shut up,
man. Rodden. Okay.
Yeah. What do you mean Chelsea got black fans? We got bare black fans, you know.
Just thought I'd ask.
They've colonized Africa.
Yeah, bro. Nah, but one thing you gotta remember: the generations below us, Gen Z. Yeah, there's hella black Chelsea fans in Gen Z.
Yeah. You know I'm joking.
There's also City ones, you know.
You know,
I mean,
little kids were Man City kids.
Balotelli's only Premier League assist. I mean, I'm assuming this guy's from London the way he's talking. So
see friends, not
yeah, I
even.
mean,
100%.
It becomes a different thing.
It's community settings.
So yeah, Leicester, you might, if we beat Dortmund, you might catch me in Leicester. But if not, I'm at home.
We might could beat them
because I'm plastic. I'm plastic like that. Only go if we win.
All right.
Lola says hella black fans in general. Yes.
I
mean, I'm not. Look, let's not compare all these places to Arsenal. The Arsenal's like a flipping government census. You got every nationality in that.
It's more black than white.
Bro, the Emirates is the melting pot of culture. It's London in a bowl. Yeah,
everything.
No, for real.
Every color in the. You'll see Jews. You'll see Sikhs. You'll see Hindus.
Bro,
you see Christians all hugging each other. Bro, everyone is at the Emirates.
You see a Giza, you see an Iman.
Bro,
you see
every name under the sun.
Turkish bloke.
Every name under the sun, blood. Every nationality is represented. You know them.
Hey, Assad is spitting. Do you know how many Somalis support?
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact for sure.
Do you know what Chelsea's representation is like in Mogadishu? It's crazy.
The Somalis are on the deck.
It's crime. Somalis love this club, man.
For real, they do. They
gotta bring out the Somalis, man.
They're all about
Chelsea Somalis.
Somalis have got hella flair. Hella flair.
Chelsea
no work rate, but hella flair.
Oh my days.
I said Emirates is the EU. What's that?
EU? I don't know.
In that room in the airport where you get asked bare questions. I said that's the Emirates.
We've got multi-faith rooms.
Assad says, bro, I work at Spurs. I've never seen so many Koreans in my life.
Oh, for real, that's a fact, bro.
I used to work at Wembley when Spurs used to play at Wembley. I used to work there. Bro, every Spurs fan looks like a Spurs fan. Like, if I saw them in the street in normal clothes, I'm like, this guy probably supports Spurs. They all have a look. They look the same.
Nah, no one ever liked it.
I've never seen them Monday to Friday.
I can't find them Monday to Friday.
Congregated at Wembley. I can see you're a Spurs fan. I can tell.
Bro, there was weeks there was 70,000 strong in Wembley. I said, where are you, man?
No, bro. The Koreans are on fleek for Spurs, blood. On fleek, blood.
I used to splash, bro. I saw my buy 8 bottles of Coke.
Someone, hey,
Assad says, 40 quid at Wembley. 40 quid.
Assad says Somalis love Arsenal, more Arsenal than Chelsea. I'll never forget there was that Twitter space, and there's a clip of this guy, and he's talking about Nicolas Pepe. He's got, he's Somali from The Voice, and he's like, Nicolas Pepe is the reincarnation of Henry. Wallah, he's better than Henry. I beg someone send me that clip. If you have that clip on Twitter, I need you to send me that clip. It's the funniest clip ever.
Oh my days!
Wallah,
all right,
Henry.
Let's move on. Tottenham get battered everywhere we go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go.
Peter?
Yes.
The 6th of the 3rd, 2023, I owe you an apology.
Thank you.
Everything you've said about Tottenham or Hotspur, they're pathetic. They're bottle jobs. They've got no ambition. Disgrace
They're a
of a club.
pathetic football club.
Yeah, they're a
Oh,
shocking
They're a
club.
Yeah,
pathetic
everything you
football
said, they're
club.
pretenders. They were punching above their weight. I used to give them every bit of rope and say Pochettino was doing this, Harry Redknapp was doing that. There were just 2 or 3 players. Nah, Peter, perennial bottle jobs.
Aye, my friend.
Sheffield United, Wolves.
Sheffield
on.
United, blood. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Peter,
there.
I kid you not, my little sister turned 15 on Friday.
Oh,
He's never seen Tottenham win a cup, I don't think.
Big up his sister.
No, bad down Spurs.
Bro, Spurs are crap, blood. And I've been saying it. Listen, you see Conte won't even be in London. He's not even in the country. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's back now, but he's not even in the country. He said, you know what? Fun this, blood.
Made him sick.
I'm going to heal, blood. Like, what? Who do you know? He says, you know what? I'm going to go back home and heal. And yet, did he not manage the game at Milan? When they went to Milan away, he was actually on the bench in the dugout. You know what I'm saying? And the guy said, you know what?
He was home.
I'm staying here, blood. I'm not going home. I ain't going back to London. That's when you know, bro. He's had enough. You lot thought I was joking, bro. Every season, AD, every season, I talk about Spurs. I give you it from the jump, start of the season, August. I give you what's what. And he called it a miracle. Like the fact that they were in the Champions League this year, it's a miracle because we bottled it, right? We bottled it last year, right? Yeah. The fact that we're even talking about Spurs playing against whoever they plays at Milan on in midweek, like the fact that's even happening. The defeat to Sheffield United. Richarlison hasn't got a Premier League goal, and we're in March. For goodness' sake,
we got it. Quid. Me and my big mouth. Oh, Spurs are going to finish third, you know. Conte's put in the culture, you know. Richarlison, he's a good player, you know. But never again. I'm gonna put my trust in the Spurs.
Spurs are wash, blood. I said Conte went to watch Napoli. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna watch them win the league, bro. What the hell?
Lola says Spurs had the cheek to treat the FA Cup to treat the FA Cup as a comp they can afford to take lightly. They ain't won a trophy in 15 years. That was
the rest of the players for.
Lord knows how long since the FA Cup. Yeah, how long since? Are we talking about Ozzy Ardiles and them, man? In the 70s when they won the FA Cup?
No. They won it, I think, under Gascoigne and that. I swear Gascoigne won it in like 93.
Gaza won something. Wasn't it a couple of
Gaza went to the final. Did they win?
No, I think they beat Arsenal in the semi. I think they beat us in the semi for the FA Cup. I think.
Did they win it?
Yeah, I think they did, man. I think they
did.
I'll Google it, blood.
Almost like I'm off to get me suit measured.
Yeah, me suit.
Big up Gaza, man.
Tottenham's last.
I saw on Bournemouth one time looking worse for wear, but big him up.
I'm convinced it was Ozzy Ardiles in them, man. I'm telling you.
That's some disrespect, blood. They won the cup since, blood.
And they won it in the 90s. No, bro. Who's the other Argentinian they bought? They got 2 Argentinians on a work permit thing, on a Tevez Mascherano
thing. Yeah. On a work permit thing. Oscar, they won the league in 91. They won the FA Cup in 91.
And they said maybe 97.
97 is too recent.
97? Hell no. No, it was 91. They won the FA Cup.
No, so Campbell won the Carling Cup, no?
They won the Carabao Cup or whatever it was called then, the Carling Cup in 08. They beat Chelsea in the final. They beat Chelsea in the final. And then they won the Community Shield in 91, FA Cup in 91. Blood. You know what I'm saying? They ain't won the league, but since TV was in black and white.
No, guys,
61.
Can we
61.
Can we deep down this comment?
Fast,
their last FA Cup was 1991. It's disgusting.
No,
do you know what though? No.
Everyone thinks about your last FA Cup.
No, guys, no.
Was it in 91?
Oscar, this is what I've been trying to tell everybody for 10 years doing this podcast. Tottenham are not that team, bruv. Listen, the fact that we're looking at Tottenham not winning an FA Cup since 91, like we should be shocked. Bruv, Tottenham and these man there, they're like the Leicester Cities of the world, from back in the day. They're like the Southamptons. They are the frigging Newcastles. They are the frigging, you know what I'm saying? Teams that don't win niche. Yeah, they don't win anything, blood. And where they're talking, I told you, Pochettino pulled the wool over everyone's frigging eyes. He was playing champagne football. They were calling. What?
Do you know what it's like? Remember last week, when I sat down and I saw Newcastle fans take over central London
Yeah,
It dawned on me, hang on, these men ain't won the cup since '69.
bro.
Why are Tottenham? Why are Tottenham any better than them? Why?
And Tottenham's no different. They're no different. They're no frigging different.
Why are Tottenham any better than Newcastle? Why are they any bigger than Newcastle?
They're like West Ham. It's just West Ham. You know what I'm saying? Two London clubs. When was West Ham's last cup? West Ham ain't won nothing. They never won a league, have they? West Ham have never won a league.
They probably won the championship a couple times. And they won the playoffs of
They ain't never won the Division 1, have they? You know what I'm saying? They ain't won that.
Probably like
West Ham.
4, like Rob Lee times. Like Rob Lee and that, you know what I mean? Mark Noble was coming through the ranks.
When Noble was a youngster. Oscar, their last
when Noble had the hairline.
To be fair, they did. Wait, I see. Their highest place finish in top division history is 3rd place in 1986. That's their last. In terms of cups, to be fair, in fact, their last cup was 1980. They beat Arsenal in the final. Furious. They last won the League Cup in 81. Come to me with these things.
Hey, one of my clients at work, CEO of the company, he supports West Ham. Goes every week.
He's a maniac. That's why.
I genuinely think I'd rather support a yo-yo club than a Premier League mainstay that doesn't win.
Because you get highs, you get lows, but you know what I mean?
I'd love to win. I'd rather win the playoffs than not win anything. Bro, Oscar, how are Leicester City fans had more joy in the last 20 years than Spurs fans? How?
I remember Lola said that like 6 months ago, and I thought, no, you're being harsh, man. You're being harsh. But no. This is Tottenham. Cheerleading was right.
They've got the Premier League. Leicester have got the Premier League and the FA Cup.
And a Community Shield, no? Or did they lose?
Even Balotelli's Premier League assist. He said, "I'm shocked. Proper British club. Why? Because they had Bobby Moore. Is that why?
You know the ones.
Why are they a proper British club? Because Ari was there.
Bro,
I like West Ham.
Yeah, no, I do like West Ham. I'm trying to remember.
You know what's not to like? But the thing is, them man don't win. Listen, Spurs are garbage football. They care about frigging Formula 1, the NFL. That's how they're going to make their money this year. Hamilton's going to win his 8th championship before Spurs win the title.
Beyonce.
They got 5 nights of Beyonce. Yeah, that's what.
I can't wait. I can't wait, guys. It's going to be amazing.
Are you going?
Are you going?
Yeah.
Spurs.
Yeah.
Right.
Our first time in that stadium was supposed to be the game, but I sold my ticket.
Man said, I don't want any part of this. Why did he say
I was ill.
So but Oscar, I'll be real with you. If you want to see a magical, majestical artistry, if you want to see top level performance, and you're going to the Tottenham City Stadium, it's not going to be from Spurs, is it?
It's
not. You're going to see Beyonce. If you want to see
I'd rather see the LA Raiders versus the friggin' Cincinnati Bengals before I watch Spurs winning anything.
Hey, Lola says, Harold swear on my daughter's life, Kane. Can't even win Spurs a little League Cup.
Okay, guys, come back here, yeah? They had Jose Mourinho, they had Conte, and they've not won. And Harry Kane in all of this, and have not won a trophy, blood. What?
Luka Modric's like the most successful man that's ever played football. Could have won a dime, I suppose.
See, you know what I'm saying? Ericsson's won a league title, has died and come back to life. Friggin' Modric won the Champions League and the La Liga. You've got to be friggin' kidding me, man. Bale left
more Champions Leagues.
Bale left Spurs, then went and won Champions Leagues and leagues, and then came back to Spurs and couldn't win. Went back to Madrid and won again. Oh, come on.
Thursday before a final, they can hold it. Can I just say,
to top it all off, when in America before he retired.
Did you win anything there? Tell me what.
In New York, I think. Yeah, because I remember there's like a big.
I think it was Galaxy, wasn't he? Wasn't he at Galaxy?
Our Spurs are rubbish, man. Endo might be not that guy this week. He says, "Am I the only person who gets confused between Beyonce and Rihanna?"
Bro, in what sense?
Yeah, like what? Other than the fact that
elaborate. What does it mean?
Yeah, he said, "Who sings Under My Umbrella?" First of all, I've never heard someone call it Under My Umbrella. Like I've never heard that. He said the sentence. Like
I've
this
never
is
heard
bad
that.
behaviour.
That's crazy. But we need to move on, Pete. We've been doing this for a long, long time. Saad says, I can't lie though, Tottenham is actually.
It's Rihanna, by the way.
They got Somali restaurants on deck. The other day, I went to work at like 9 a.m. and some yardie was blasting music and speakers. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
All right then.
Listen,
Okay.
Assad, I'm going to tell you this from now. The best thing about Tottenham is Heady one. The last talent they developed was Bandoke. Let's leave it as that. Man. Every year they'll tell you, we've got Troy Parrott, we've got Dane Scarlett, we've got Harry
Skippy.
Winks, but nah,
Skippy.
only Skippy. He's press resistance. He can play football a little bit. What's the game? They used to have Ryan Mason, Tom Carroll. Listen, man. Tottenham.
By the way, that was a disrespect. The best thing to come out of Tottenham is definitely Meridian and Boy Better Know. Let's have it right.
What? Meridian Dan?
Meridian Dan, bro. What? Big H. What? Frisco.
Skepta's a notable actually, girl.
Come on, man. JM Darty. All right, let's move on.
Can we get Endo out of here? Can we get him out? What is this?
Get bouncing, man. President T on the wing. What? Come on.
T on the wing.
Yeah, fell off like Jamie O'Hara.
What club?
Jamie O'Hara. By the way, we talk about decline in life. But Gabriel Bongo and Jamie O'Hara are up there, blood. They're top tier. They're top tier in terms of
I don't know about Gabby, you know. He's got a gig. He's got a gig,
but he chats worse, blood.
Yeah, but I think it's a work.
Is it a work?
I think he can't believe the stuff he says.
He says some dumb things, crazy on national radio, blood.
It gets people talking, man. It gets the blood
it's a work, man. It's a work.
It's a work.
I don't believe it.
I love it. Okay, Southampton beat Leicester City, guys. I think Leicester City could be in this relegation battle, guys. They're sliding. Yeah, they're not scoring enough goals and they're sliding. Who gets beat at Southampton away? Who gets beat against Southampton?
Guys, look here. Repeat. Who gets beat at Southampton away?
And they missed the penalty for goodness sake.
Come on. Like even we drew there, yeah.
Worst teams in this league. You said Leicester struggling for goals. Look at
Southampton, blood. The man beat Chelsea and Leicester on a back-to-back team. Allow it, blood.
Ooh.
Nah.
What's the name of the geezer they got? Some seasoned guy.
Ruben Sellers. You know what I'm saying?
Endo needs a quick cancellation. I don't know what he's talking about there. But
Lola, for me, if you're black, you look like next man. It's Curtis, blood.
FME6 thinks Southampton can survive.
No, brother. How can Southampton survive, blood? They can't. If they get let me be real, yeah. If they get out of this relegation battle, let me tell you right now. The teams that go down should never come back to the Premier League again.
Yeah.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Everton, Leeds, Bournemouth. Bournemouth I can allow, innit? They should have never been here in the first place.
Yeah. Bournemouth can allow.
Yeah, Everton and Leeds, and then let's say it's like a Leicester or someone else.
Even Forest need a ban as well. Every team that goes down needs a 2-year ban.
Oscar, you know what's annoying? You see the way Forest packs their squads? They get 90+ points in the championship next year.
Yeah, that's the realest truth. If Forest go down with this squad, they are bagging every week, blood. Every week.
Guys, First was on TV on Wednesday. Honestly, watching them, it's like watching a Royal Rumble. You don't know who's coming off the bench.
Yeah,
you don't know who it could be.
A massive who?
Is it? It's a massive. You see the Southern ball go up. You're like, who's it gonna be?
Bro, a blast for the past. Who's a football legend they're going to wheel out? It's Kayla friggin' Navas, Champions League winner. How about that? You want to get like an NXT guy. You get Brennan Johnson.
Yeah, you just don't know, man.
Honestly.
Endo's asking, what's your weirdest enjoyable food combination? I don't think I have one.
I got one.
Weird one.
A weird one, like 2 foods you eat together. That's weird. I don't really have one still.
Couscous, stew, and cheese.
Man said a couscous and cheese. Yo, he's just trying to hit the macros. He's just trying to hit those macros, blood. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is.
Because do you guys remember there was a time in my life I ate couscous straight for 3 months.
Yeah, I remember. It was your only meal. I remember. Yeah.
Guys, what's going on here? Lola says she has chips and McFlurries.
Bare people have that one as a bait one. That's a bait one.
That's weird, dog.
I've never done it.
It's hot and cold.
Apple crumble on McFlurry.
The apple crumble McFlurry bangs though.
They're two desserts. I mean, I can understand it. But come on, man.
I don't have a weird
sweet
combo.
Yeah, you don't make me realize I'm a simple man. I just eat.
You know what though, yeah? Like if you see that leftovers, yeah, if there's all kinds of things going on, like they all get thrown in that one bowl, boy. That one plate, it all goes in there. You know what I'm saying? If there's like a little leftover chicken and rice, or there's like a leftover Chinese, a pizza, you know what I'm saying? Boom.
Endo can't be left alone. Like, what the hell is this?
Didn't drink.
I said Nutella and sugar.
Yeah. Hey, Endo, stop it now, blood. Don't do that again. Because it's not funny when it's a diabetic thing. Nutella and sugar.
I think we didn't need that.
No. I'm saying I don't want him to get diabetes.
Pete, and we knew what you were saying. Like we just,
I don't want him to. No, because that is the fast lane. You know, like you see on the motorway, yeah? See that right lane? That's what that is.
That's what a slip road.
And you don't want teeth.
You're picking up speed.
Get rid of them. They said go check that the beanies.
He's
don't
on
get
the
you now.
right lane. He's on that third lane on the right. Going and going. Nah, bun. Nah.
Wait,
All right.
wait. He's trying to merge.
Don't risk using that foot.
Nah, don't, bruv. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. All right. Brighton 4, West Ham United. United. Yo. Oh, yeah. I have a struggle back in the day, which is pasta. What?
To be fair, it cost him like 12p a plate. I hear it.
Tell me it's pasta and salt. Don't tell me it's pasta and sugar. What are you talking about?
I can't lie, guys. Yeah. Speaking of struggle meals, yeah. I've been banging out Indomie like crazy, crazy. The past, you know why? Because when I was ill, yeah, it was all I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat solid foods. Like I was eating Indomie, and I started seasoning it, chili flakes, soy sauce, all that. I was getting creative.
Whippy.
Hey, bro, the fact it takes 5 minutes to make a meal, you know.
Yeah, it's clutch. It's clutch.
That's insane. It's insane.
You used to have the box at uni, man.
SW6 said he was a bad snacker. Yeah, man, I hear that, man. Spaghetti and ketchup. I've done the penne pasta and ketchup. I might have done that once.
It's possible.
Nah, love me, you man. Love me.
Bolognese is basically tomorrow anyway.
It is. No, I hear that. I hear where the logic comes from.
Hey, ketchup and rice is crazy.
Oh,
no.
whoa.
Do you remember when we used to have a neighbor, blood? He would have rice and like salt, and that was it, blood. Straight, just white rice, blood. Yeah,
cost of living.
And then ate it. Blood, this was in the summer. I'll never forget this. We was in his garden. And he's had a plate of white rice, blood. I said, yo. Like, I was...
What? Raw? Just the right rice?
Bro, that's what I'm saying to you, blood. It was white rice and salt, blood.
You need to check his attic.
No, I didn't need to check anything. Believe me. But, bro, like he was nuts. Don't get me wrong. But flipping hell, man. Flip me. Anyway. Yeah, West Ham United in this relegation battle, people. Yeah? Brighton 4, West Ham United 0, blood. Yeah? You know? Brighton love him. PhD with a goal and a penalty. Who's PhD?
Matoma? I don't know.
I don't know. PhD.
Yeah, must be Matoma.
Why is he PhD?
That's what he's got here.
No, that's mental. He's got PhD in drilling. Dr. Matoma, man.
Did you see Adrian? It looks like Adrian's standing up.
Wow, I'm that short, man.
No,
this
bro,
is how the song feels.
I mean, like you look like you're so fed up. Like the fact that he has
it looks like me and Oscar are sitting because we're leaning forward. Whereas
it's the lean. It's not there.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's got great posture. You got great posture.
Yes, he's been deadlifting. You know what I mean?
Jeez. Someone should me, please. I had Matoma in my fantasy and put him on the bench. He got 13 points. How can you have him on the bench at home to West Ham? That's a stinker.
Yeah, that's a stinker.
That's a stinker.
Lola says I need one of West Ham or Everton to get relegated. I can't agree. I need the staples in the league.
No, but Everton need to go. Everton need to go.
I need Everton as a proper club.
I like Everton as a club, but I don't like Sean Dyche. Everton need to go, bro.
That's a proper club. And how do you like Sean Dyche?
Oscar, can I be real with you?
Right.
Everton getting relegated will be the best thing that's happened to that club. I'm telling you this from now.
They
They've got
need
two,
they need
got
a
two
kick up
next
the
man on the board.
They need to kick up the backside.
What's Tom Davis still doing there? I swear Andre Gomez is still there. Michael Keane, bro, just get rid.
Nah, we
Blood
got
food
Everton in the league, man. Because the fans, Everton fans, they love the game. Remember they questioned
And then Oscar, to top it all off, when Liverpool lost the league by a point, they celebrated getting screwed by Man City. So for that alone, pack your bags.
Good, man. Good. Yeah.
It will be to Palace. It makes sense, man.
So they will be.
to Palace. Here we go.
Rafa Benitez is a criminal. He was buying Rondon and people like.
Oh, Rafa's a criminal.
Hey, Peter. By the way, this love affair you've had of Rafa Benitez post Liverpool, his career has been. He had a decent year at Chelsea, maybe at 6 months. He's done okay at Newcastle, I suppose. But no, Peter.
Anderson, remember when the Everton pressured Lampard in the hotel? Hey, they stuck it on Lampard in the hotel. Hey, we believe, but the thing is, they were actually saying nice things to him, but his face was shook.
He was on the ropes.
He was shook.
Frank Lampard's the criminal. He signed Dele Alli and Donny van der Beek. Like he was wrestling.
Yeah,
and Neil Morpie turn it in.
Lampard's a criminal, man.
Turn it in, man. They're both criminals. All right. Aston Villa beat Crystal Palace. Dud game. It was an own goal.
Palace are in trouble. Wait, are Palace in trouble?
I think Vieira's under pressure. I do think he is. The fans will turn on him if this continues.
I'm pretty sure when I see Crystal Palace, yeah.
Have Palace fans ever turned on a manager? Like, when does it get back?
Oh, mate.
The board lasted 4 games, so I'm guessing they weren't his biggest fan.
Yeah, but that wasn't because of the fans. That was the board.
Fairs.
Oscar, they were playing out from the back with Tompkins and frigging Scott Dan. He tried to give that Dutch philosophy with Dan and Tompkins. Come on.
Hey, where's Weideveld?
What? Who?
Jairo Weideveld. He was he was a wonder kid. Yeah. And I think the board brought him in at Palace.
Oh. There's another Don that they had under Hodgson. It was like a Russian striker or like a Polish striker. Sorloth. Yeah, he's killing. He's been killing it since. Like when he left.
You know, I was a fan of Sorloth, bro. That's my kind of striker.
He was as Holland.
But he was like before he came to the Premier League, he was killing it where he was. Where is he?
He was somewhere. He was killing it one time.
On loan from Palace.
I remember I saw him, but I saw his numbers. He had scored like a dumb amount. Like he's a good guy, man. Good player.
Poor man's Holland.
Yeah. Good player, man. You might not be Premier League level, but you're a good player still. You can ball out in Serie A.
You know what? I think you might be, you know.
I won't be surprised. Endo says, remember when the West Brom fans booed Steve Bruce out of the building? He got sent packing.
Yeah, they booed him up. Listen, West Brom, especially because he was former Birmingham and Villa. They booed his bomber out the building, bruv. They booed him bad. What game was it?
He has no loyalty.
No. Do you know what? It was so bad. I remember the booing made like Sky Sports News. You know, like championship stuff never comes on Sky Sports News. Like it made Sky Sports News like just hear the booing, and it was madness, bro. It was madness.
What, monumental?
Jamaican, did you say?
Yeah, honestly,
I like Steve Bruce though, man.
I don't really care, to be honest. Endo says, let's touch on Haaland versus Dan Burn beef. Big man versus big man. Who actually winning a scrap?
I didn't even see that beef, but
I have my money on Big Burn. Yeah, I don't see Haaland as like a fighter. I'll be real. I think he get
Godfrey got under his skin.
Haaland is a warrior.
Yeah, he'll eat you alive though. Like he will cook you and eat you. Yeah. Like that's the kind of Viking thing I'm seeing.
I think he's an athlete. Like, he's running
the defenders over.
Yeah, true. Lola says she really don't like Burn. Not even when he was doing that dance.
I don't mind Burn, you know. Dan Burn, like, I got time for Burn. So.
Bro, there's lanky for no reason.
Lads,
and you know what's so funny? If you see him like when he's like in plain clothes, yeah, he dresses well. Like he's got a really good dress. I was so shocked by his dress sense. I was like, oh, I'm saying, okay. I know it's random. I know it's
What,
very
what,
random.
Giacomo?
No, I see him. Like, what was he wearing? Like on one.
Hey, Giacomo.
Giacomo, you're a disgrace.
Big beefy boys.
Giacomo, them Freddie Flintoff garms, man.
That's just racist, bro. Like he had
Waist,
obviously.
He's a
But
big boy.
he had like there was what when Newcastle come down, they were there over 2 days, and on the first day he had like an Armani tracksuit, and I was like, yo, this is wave. Then the next day he had like this other. It was like what Arteta wears on the dugout. Leaving, I'm sitting there like, yo,
what the McQueens?
The McQueen with a little, you know what I'm saying, little
the trousers with the 3/4 length.
These ones were all the way. There was a little ankle if you peeked, and then there was like a little turtleneck, and a little jacket on top. I said, yo, this guy's looking all right, blood. You know what I'm saying? This guy's looking all right, man. I said, Giacomo, you are a disgrace. Oh my god. Oh, it's hilarious, man.
And there's a
Peter, do you know why I don't rate Dan Burn? If you're 6'7" and you're not an out and out centre half, I'm sorry, there's something wrong with you. You can't be playing left back.
How does he play left back?
Oh,
He can't run. The wind is pushing him back.
Tyrone Wings is another one. Who's another one? 6'5".
It's more impressive to play left back than centre half at 6'5". 6'7".
Of course, but like it's not like
I've asked
he's a great
you the
left
question
back.
why you've been moved out.
Fair enough. All right. And Forest 2, Everton 2. Final score there. I was gutted to see Everton get like a result there because they were winning 2-1.
Yeah, they should have won the game.
I was hoping that Forest would win that.
Should have won the game. Yeah. Let's
all right.
move into that of the weeks.
Oscar, who's the player of the week? What's the goal of the week? Oh, there's contenders, people, because Ben Johnson's goal for Forest was elite, right? Friggin' Gakpo's finish against Man United was nasty.
What one, please?
Then Salah's goal against Man United with his right foot, where it was a shotgun. He absolutely.
Why did he do that?
He smashed
Yeah,
it.
why did he do that?
How did he do like that?
I don't know.
Why did he do that?
Bro.
It's like you know when a player thinks they're offside, so they just shoot. It was like that.
Yeah.
He smashed it. He absolutely.
Oh, did you see? The hair flew into the net. No, man.
Bro.
Lola says Nelson for me. Shock horror there. We didn't expect that one.
Do you know what was Nelson goal? Yeah, can I throw a little
It
hit on
was clutch.
You say it, yeah. I mean, the keeper has to save that, in my opinion. The way, like when I watched it, it was in slow motion.
He's too busy wasting time.
Do you know what?
Checking his watch.
Do you know what pissed me off about Nelson's goal? Like Lola's right. Chest touch, volley.
Fair enough. Yeah,
goal.
that's elite.
Do you know what pissed me off about Nelson's goal? He scored the time on the clock was 96. He scored in 97. Yeah. He didn't know how to celebrate.
Nah. Yeah, that was an epic fail. And Oscar, let me call out another person. The cameraman who followed Saliba instead of
PR. This is like TV production 101. Yeah.
Oh.
You score a screamer, you run to the crowd. He should have been in the flipping North Bank.
Bro,
what was he thinking?
On a Danny Welbeck thing when he scored that.
100%. You don't get many moments. So you smash that ball into the bottom corner and you run and you knee slide into the corner and dive into the North Bank. What on earth do you think you're thinking about? Just standing there. It's like pro
I think
clubs.
it's a generational thing, you know. You remember Olise when he scored that free kick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
but Nelson didn't do what Elise did. Elise purposely said, "I'm not celebrating. I scored a banger. It's what I do."
Yeah.
It was planned. Nelson, it was like he was playing pro clubs. He didn't know what to do with the controller. He was just like
around.
He's just like
spinning around.
And I expect that if like a left back scores, if a centre back scores, them men are not used to scoring. Nelson, brother, you've been scoring all your youth career. Yeah, you know what it's like when the ball hits the back of the net. Take the moment.
To be fair,
bro, it's a
he's
big
not in the goal,
moment,
you know?
man.
Guys,
No,
if he ran and did a knee slide, he would have been on Sky Sports adverts for the next 10 years.
For the next 10 years, yeah.
It would have been the defining moment of his career.
And you know what? Fair play to the cameraman because Reece did nothing. You know the other ones. Reece did nothing.
We
In fact,
he didn't look at the arm cam. He didn't do nothing.
What's interesting is guess whose celebration will be remembered
Odegaard
most
was
for
on
that?
the floor.
Saliba.
No, not even Saliba. There's another one.
What was it? That high five Arteta.
The one that done a Jose Mourinho, Mikel Arteta, full pelt, went down to the corner flag. I was sitting there like, yo, this is bedlam.
But that's how you celebrate. That's how you celebrate.
Oscar, it was let me tell you, the noise when that third goal went in, bro. No. I frigging tweeted out. I said, which one is louder? The Arsenal win at Barcelona, the frigging Danny Welbeck against Leicester, or this one? And everyone is like, without a shadow of a doubt, Nelson. Bro, like it's a home to Bournemouth, blood. And we are going and going. The stadium was about to fall apart, blood. Like it was shaking, it was bouncing. It was mental.
When it says Ben White celebrated in front of Neto's face.
Yeah, man. Big up Ben White for that, blood. Neto was wasting time. By the way, speaking of Neto, speaking of Neto, and you lot mentioned Keylor Navas earlier. Can you believe such goalkeepers are playing in the Premier League at clubs like this? Like Neto was formerly of like Barcelona, Valencia. You know what I'm saying? Keylor Navas
was so funny.
Come to my club.
Because I had a look at Valencia on the league table. You know, Valencia are like 19th on 23 points in their Liga.
Gutted.
Wow. And they've got keepers because they're broke. Valencia have never got money.
Bro, everybody comes to the Premier League, bro. Everybody comes to the Premier League. Even the managers, blood. Even Unai Emery are going to places like Villa. You know them way there. Like, it's a madness, bro.
See, Endo's asking, how did you manage to go?
You know what? Yeah, like, it's them ones, innit? Like, you got to just do your job thing, yeah? But, like, how can I put it? I was so annoyed because I felt like I didn't really show, like, how, like, passionate I was feeling inside because I wanted to break the whole deck. Like, I was ready to just, on a Napoli thing, I was ready to announce this goal with everything in me. Bro, my voice was not going to go there. It was not going to go there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Like, I regrouped. It's one of them as well. Afterwards, obviously, VAR checking it. Then we had to confirm it was a goal. We saw the replay. Then we announced the goal. They're just showing the celebrations now on Monday Night Football. It was mental. I mean, coaching staff that don't even go to Coney, blood, are on the pitch, blood. Like, what? You run the accounts, blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is on the pitch. People are on that pitch, man.
There was a kid. Where did the kid go? Mikel sees the kid and he's like,
that's bad, is it?
Wait, that kid is having a laugh because that kid was like out of the left and then flipping. He kind of left. He left like his parents and like just jetted down the other end. It was a madness.
I'll tell you what. I've only been to one game at the Emirates this year. It was the Spurs game. Spurs. It's a vibe, man. It's not like it used to be. Arsenal Spurs. It's not like it used to be. Let's put it.
Arsenal used to be toxic.
It used to be a toxic ground. It's not like it used to be.
Oscar, we've gone through the mire. That's why, blood. We went through the mire.
I need a bit more mire still. I need a bit more.
Been for hell's fire. Just a little bit more.
All right. Goal of the week. I'm gonna go with. I can't. I'm gonna go Gakpo. I thought Gakpo's finish was wrong. He could never score from there. He should never score from there.
What one though?
I love Ben Johnson's goal. No, Gakpo. Sorry.
What one? The first one or the second one? Because they're both really good finishes, but for different reasons.
Do you know what? I forget he scores the first one. I even forgot that. No, I mean the second one. The second one he should never score.
The dink.
The dink on thing on De Gea. No.
Are you talking about after Salah put Sandro on the floor?
Brother, making him twerk.
He puts Lissandro.
Yeah.
Lissandro at one point.
No, I'm trying to think. Is that the same goal? Yeah, it's that the same goal.
Yeah, it's the same
goal. Bro, definitely. That's the goal.
Lissandro's facing the top and Salah's behind him. It's mental.
Yeah. No, that's the goal for me. Mental.
I genuinely think mine is Reece Nelson.
Wow. Fair enough.
After all that slander I gave it, I think it is.
Epic moment. Keeper should have said,
you know what? Probably Liverpool to the glasses, but for me, that Salah finish was just. I just don't know why he done that.
Outrageous.
Just don't know why.
We need help here. We've got Nelson and we've got Salah.
I was good, no?
Hey? What's man saying? What did you say, Eddie?
SW6 says Salah.
Yeah, I
Two, I think.
It was a thunderbolt. It was an absolute bolt.
Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I'm going Salah. I mean, we can.
Because
Yeah,
for
Salah's.
me, I think that's Spurs right now.
Who's player of the week? I would do this to Reece Nelson.
Yeah, go on, Reece. You know what I'm saying? Come off the bench, assist, goal. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go. Reece Nelson for me, boy.
Who you got?
Kennington's where it started. What? He's from Kennington. What do you want?
Salah got 2 goals, 2 assists.
How's Oscar raising his eyes like that? When it's friggin' Sancho, you're all bum licking Kennington. These times, Reece Nelson's from Kennington. Nothing.
Sancho, I'm bum licking Kennington. Yeah. When have I ever bum licked Kennington of all places? They're saying player of the week, Brendan Johnson.
Now, Brendan Johnson's goal was sick, blood. His goal was sick.
He's not player of the week. Adama. Yeah, man. Adama's another one. He didn't celebrate it. People, there's celebration police. I'm the opposite of celebration police. I need you to celebrate.
Give me the feels, and celebrate well.
Make me feel it.
Yeah, celebrate. But yeah, Nelson for me.
Pause. Strong pause. Nothing does it for me like when Salah backs off his top, because like when he does it, it's so emphatic, and it's like there'll be a period of. There's always a period every season. I don't give a damn.
No, that guy is.
No, I'm with you. Bro.
Guys, he looks like Finn Balor. That's the thing.
I was just about to say, Pete. I was like, we're wrestling fans. So the aesthetics of a moment when you score a goal is all very cheap. Wait, what?
Steady,
what do you mean?
Continue.
I was just talking about the moment. I'm saying like a moment when you score a goal, it's like you have to give me that moment. You have to give me you have to look at the hard camera.
Right.
You have to.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I mean, when Salah takes his top off and he gives us the thumbnail for the podcast in that moment. He gives.
By the way, Gakpo celebration in front of the cop, that's earned some stripes. Because man just stared at the cop, after that goal, stood still, and then gave man this. What? Listen, let me tell you that he's a Liverpool.
Leave it in, man.
How we talking about 7 different goals? These man got put in a pack. These man got dashed and binned. What is going on?
Man, like freaking, what's it? Darwin Nunez doing the Rashford blood.
Also, I just want to touch on.
There were so many celebrations. Trent put a crown on Salah's head. Darwin was to the crowd.
These guys made up for a whole season in one game. Lola saying that Nelson is not from Kennington, he's from Elephant and Castle, and that is a stinker.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yes, it's from Elephant.
It's not the same thing.
So from Elephant across the road.
It's not the same thing. And if you live in Elephant and Castle, that's where you live. It's a stinker. How do you live in Elephant and Castle?
Yeah, if you live in Elephant and Castle, that's a stinker.
You live there. Like living in Kennington, cool. You can't live in Elephant and Castle. What does that mean, Lola? What does that mean? Where do you live?
Don't do that.
Oh my god.
Man,
Hey,
living
to be fair, guys, Google.
You're living above the Colombian restaurant.
Google.
Google what?
Random. If you want to see a hole, if you want to see poor housing, Google the Haygate estate. Bro, listen, it was the rats didn't even go there.
Oh
my
god.
God, no bad. You know what's happened? You know the bill. You know the bill.
Yeah.
When they wanted when the belt around their arm, they will film on the Haygate estate. That's where they used to do all of their stunts and everything. Go to the Haygate. Google Haygate estate. Just Google it.
That's insane. That's
insane. They used to do free running.
It's a shout to my inspiration. No, I can't lie. This has killed me, bro.
Kids used to go down. Right.
I'm sure it does, man. All the Colombians up there, all the young Phillies, they're up there.
Do you remember we used to go church down that way, in the morning, blood, and you will find that the Colombians downstairs are still pumping music underneath the stage.
I kid you not, guys. I kid you not.
8 p.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., bro. It's a rave.
There was Sundays I'm walking out the station 9 a.m. Man are coming out of the rave. I said, what's going on? The music is popping. It's trance. I said, that's not worship. That's trance. What are you doing? You can't be going to them kind of functions. And everyone that goes to those kind of functions, they're on powder. They're on different kinds of narcotics to get them through the night. Because it's not a little bit of a
club is finest for a reason.
Oh my God.
Goodness, these guys are on stuff.
The club is finest for a reason.
You men are jokers, bro.
Oh, Elephant and Castle, man. What a place.
Big up the Aylesbury estate, man. Oh my days.
Elephant and Castle is dumb.
No. Tear it down. Yeah, I used to live there. Tear it down.
Tear it down.
They gentrified it now, though. It's gentrified.
That's what they're doing. Tear it down.
It's all gentrified up. Big up Murad. He's saying Champions Elect. I just need y'all to
I'm going to go into the 2040s.
All right. Very quickly, team of the week obviously is Liverpool.
Bloody hell, look at the time. Oh my gosh.
11. Come on, guys. We need to wrap this up. Yeah, it's definitely team of the week is definitely Liverpool.
Yeah,
and who's not that guy this week though?
Brighton, maybe. Yeah.
Turn it in. Liverpool scored 7 against Manchester United, 6 in one half. You think Brighton are getting a sniff for this? Mate, if there was a podium places, yeah, it will be Liverpool. That'll be the top 3. There's no way they're going to be freaking
on a Jamaican team.
Murad says, Oscar, you're a hater, big hater. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, call me a hater. Call me a yardie too. I don't care. Gary Neville says, not that guy. He called this Monday night. He cancelled his Monday night football appearance. Yeah, what the hell was that about?
This man is a lunatic. How can he also say that Liverpool didn't play that well? That is madness.
Do you know what? Yeah, do you know why I didn't hate it? Because it's something that I would say.
You didn't play that well.
Yeah, you know what?
It's something that I would say.
No. Do you know it is?
Yo, AD, you there?
Gary, no, man.
We can't hear you. AD, repeat that. We didn't hear that.
Man. AD, you cut out.
Yeah, well, you can't see me.
No, you just cut up just then.
No, I was just saying, like, literally, like, Gary Neville just a bitter man.
I'm guessing he said bitter man. Man.
Yeah, Adrian, man, the internet is coming in, it's coming out. Peter?
Yo.
Who's not that guy?
Oh, dear. Who's not that guy this week, man? I don't even know, blood. Like, I don't even really know. Like, I'm just trying to think. Who's had a stinker? We mentioned somebody earlier.
Adrian's had a stinker. I'm just going to drop him out. Because he's had a stinker.
That guy, I don't even really know. Like, I'm really struggling. I guess Gary Neville.
The entire organisation of Manchester United Football Club.
Oh, of course. I mean, of course.
Endo's right. Not that guy.
Yeah, Man United, Ten Hag. You know what I'm saying? Like, that man got whooped, blood.
God, our ass is kicked, man.
I loved every minute of it, bro. G-Nev said Liverpool weren't even that good. G-Nev didn't even turn up to friggin' Monday Night Football. Is that a shoot? Like, is that legit? Because I see Karen Carney, blood. I'm seeing Karen Carney, blood. What have you done for Brentford or Fulham? You know what I'm saying?
You know, certain man on Karen Carney's a stinker, kind of.
It's a sour. I'm not gonna lie.
Sometimes he does the commentary thing, but I don't know, man. That's a disgraceful decision to have him not there. Maybe he's sick or something. I don't know. Man are saying Luke Shaw for not that guy. His head was gone apparently.
Bruno Fernandes, bro. Bruno Fernandes.
Bro, they can all get it, man. Bruno Fernandes. I don't have the energy to do the full thing. But
they used to give Team 7 back in the day in their glory day, blood. Then they 8-7 at friggin' Anfield to lose that against Liverpool of all clubs. Like, if they lost 7-0 to Southampton, innit, yeah? Like, whatever, that's a recce, innit? And we move on. But to Liverpool, that stays forever. That's it. Liverpool have this on Man United. Like, last year, Liverpool went to Old Trafford and scored 5.
Wow.
They ain't learned.
And you think that was bad?
No.
Endo says, Peter, you going Craven Cottage on Sunday?
Blood, I can't get a ticket, you know. That's a stinker, blood.
Oh, it's like a 6K stadium.
Bro, I wanted to go to get the boat from here, blood, yeah, on the Thames, yeah, and take that straight out to Fulham, boy. That was going to be the plan. Didn't get a ticket, though. So someone.
Guys, we've given out the not that guys. We need to wrap it up over here.
Not that guy is thing. Very quick, the any big games the next weekend? Obviously, Champions League football, you lot have mentioned already. Bournemouth are at home to Liverpool. God, Bournemouth had some horrible games. They've had City, Arsenal, now Liverpool.
Yeah, that's Liverpool win, man. Liverpool momentum now, I think.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Are they on? Leicester at home to Chelsea. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be dusty.
I couldn't care less about the Premier League. Couldn't care less. My whole energy is focused on Tuesday night. If we play Dortmund,
Leicester could actually beat you guys. That's what's surprising.
Couldn't care if they did. So what?
Enjoy it out there, then, mate. Enjoy it out there.
I'm not going.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go.
I might.
One to keep your eye on: Spurs at home to Forest, 3:00 kickoff. Not on TV.
That is one to keep the eye on.
Just keep the eye on that one. That's what I'll say.
Spurs should, though. Spurs should.
You think they should? Yeah.
Murad is asking a interesting question there.
Quick question: will there be a live show for top 4? Might have to do a little end of season, huh? We might do a little end of season, huh? You know what I'm saying? With my gold Premier League badge, blood. What are you saying, Murad? Huh? What are you saying? Might have to do something. Might have to sort something out. If you lot are on it, bro, let's do this. Crystal Palace at home to Manchester City, 5:30 Monday Night Football. No, Saturday Night Football. What am I talking about? Saturday Night Football. What you meant?
Crystal Palace, sorry, what?
Home to City.
Home to City. City, man. City can't let these stuff slip. They can't be that team no more.
City.
They're chasing the league.
Because I tell you what, 8 points is peak, you know.
Hey, Peter, Murad says, just bring me on. I deserve to be on the podcast.
Yeah, no, for real. For real.
Hey, Murad, shout me on Twitter, man. Shout me on Twitter.
He's not lying.
Shout me on Twitter, man. At Oscar Poet. Shout me.
I don't know.
Yeah, I assume so.
Hopefully. I need Endo's Twitter, man.
I don't know if I need that.
No, I need it still, man. I reckon Endo's hilarious.
Endo is hilarious. This podcast should try to do a call-in at the end of the season. That sounds good. Yeah, that does sound really good. Yeah, we probably should.
Well, talk sport.
Let's get your thoughts there, John. Fulham at home to Arsenal, 2:00 on Sunday. Sky Sport. What do we think? 3 games at 2:00 on Sunday.
Arsenal win. Wait. So which one's on TV?
Arsenal Fulham.
Finally.
Yeah, I know. We ain't been on TV for about 3 weeks.
They don't put you on telly. They don't like you lot.
They don't put us on the telly. But you know what's not on TV though? Man United at home to Southampton. Shock horror. West Ham at home to Villa.
I'll be honest with you, I could do without this stuff.
Yeah, West Ham Villa.
Trust. I'm with you. Do we think Arsenal will beat Fulham on Sunday? Question.
No, you have to. It's not.
Fulham are good, you know. I watched them. I know they lost today. But
Fulham are good, though. Fulham are bloody good.
But you know what, Peter? Arsenal are great.
Hey, nothing you can
say. Let's have it right, man.
Oh wait, Willian against his former club. Okay,
Oscar, guess who's on Sky Sports this Sunday at 4:30 again?
Don't say Newcastle.
I told you. I told you this. It's Newcastle United. Newcastle on TV like the next 4 games. I tweeted it out. I can't remember what.
Newcastle. Wait for it. Newcastle at home to Wolverhampton on 4:30 on Sunday. Oscar is correct. On Friday, Newcastle away at Southampton, away at Nottingham Forest, right?
Yeah.
What's the next fixture after that?
Oscar can't make this. Oh my God! The Sunday
after that, they're on TV again.
Easter Sunday at home to Manchester United.
Listen. We leave it investigation.
Wait, David. April is not over. The week after that.
West Ham United away on April 5th. They're on Sky Sports.
Guys, up until April 5th, 2023, every single Newcastle United football match has been televised in 2023.
The Qataris have bought the TV. It's as simple as that.
It's not finished, Oscar.
Why?
Newcastle away at Aston Villa. BT Sport, 15th of April.
Yeah, okay, but that's after they got a Brentford game. They got
Brentford. Okay, I didn't even see that.
But even still, there's still a lot of games, man.
Bro, every game's televised.
Rafa on TV like this. I saw Rafa 8 times a year, max.
After the Villa game, they're at home to Spurs on the Sunday.
That's fair enough, though. That's a fair game to put on TV.
Guys, Newcastle Wolves 4:30 on a Sunday.
Come on.
Who is orchestrating this? Murad says, I'm certain on it. The Qataris have purchased from the TV rights.
Ivan Toney.
Guys, I've told you guys, the Qataris have been pulling strings in this Premier League season. There's no way Newcastle are on TV for every game. There's no way. There's no way. Ivan Toney's, all of his betting scandals just came out this year. There's no way.
Oh,
No way. Money has been exchanged.
Let's call it where it is. Let's call it where it is.
Oh my days. Get Newcastle United off my
this much.
TV. Guys, they play horrible football. Get them off my TV. I would like them so much more if I didn't see them all the time. They're overexposed. They're overexposed.
With that nasty green kit as well.
A match of the day highlight of one ASM step over, one Isak goal, and I like Newcastle again.
I want kind of rules to dribble. That's it.
90 minutes of flipping.
I don't need nothing.
Dan Burn running down the wing. Get out of it. Yeah.
And a Jolinton sprint. I'm done.
Yeah, look, Anderson's right. So Chelsea, Spurs, Man United play at 3 p.m. so we can watch Newcastle versus Wolves. Do me a favour.
The games are doing 600k TV.
It's outrageous. It's outrageous.
Do me a
Anyway.
favour.
That's how they'll beat financial fair play. All that broadcast money.
Right, Peter, you say that in jest. No, we need to. No, you say that in jest, but we need to have a look at it.
We need to look at the books. We need to look at the books.
No, bro. How is this not part of Jamie Carragher's analysis on Monday Night Football? Someone has to talk about this. Someone outside of us has to speak about this. Every game in 2023 has been televised. Every game. They've not had a 3 o'clock kickoff from January 1st. They've been on TV every week.
I man them. I think this is our first big thing.
Guys, their first 3 o'clock kickoff is in April. They've been on TV every week.
And then they're on 2 games after that on TV straight after that 3 o'clock.
And they had the League Cup semi back to back on TV, then the final. They've been on TV. Guys, every Newcastle game in 2023 has been televised. You lot are not hearing me.
These men are not in Europe, you know.
This is not Manchester United. This is not a big, they're not big boys. Why are they on TV every week?
Oscar, it's Ben. It's Ben.
Paris have paid money.
Something is going on.
Oscar has beef with Premier League broadcasters. You're damn right.
You heard it.
Right, I got beef with Premier League broadcasters because they run away from money. They run away from it.
Yeah.
Not in this case, clearly.
1750 for Sheffield United versus Wolves. I will never forget that.
Oh my days. Remember that? Was that your lockdown?
This stupid. I will never. They tried to charge us £15 to watch Sheffield United.
The lockdown killed us.
Guys, on top of your monthly fee, they wanted you to pay £15.
And it's not even a good game.
I said,
Nah. They took
even Billy Sharp himself wouldn't pay that. So why should I?
You know?
That's a Sheffield United legend.
Fred Evans wouldn't pay that.
I mean, he would have paid for a lot of things. I mean, that's not really the moral compass, you know, but
there was
Ben as a £9 note.
I'm telling you, football is so Ben.
Look at Mirad said I paid $14.99 for City versus Arsenal. Sterling scored after 3 minutes.
Bro, like it's Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis, you know. Nah.
And they have the nerve to say people are streaming games illegally. We need to clamp down on this. Stop putting Newcastle versus Wolves as your primetime game. Then maybe people won't stream Man United at 3 p.m. Morons.
Maybe that's
morons.
They're absolute bandits.
Remember, they charged £15 extra for meaty games at 7:15 on a Sunday. We were all at home. It was lockdown. We were all at home. We couldn't go nowhere, and you wanted to charge £15.
The lockdown had us on a chokehold, blood. The lockdown had us in a chokehold, blood.
Guys, you know me. After 10 p.m., my energy's gone. I got a second wind.
He's got a second wind. He's got a second wind.
Guys, somebody has to speak to the television broadcasters of Premier League football because they're getting it wrong.
No, you're right.
Every week.
Getting away with murder.
You're absolutely right. Oscar, you're spot on. You're spot on.
From January 1st to April 5th, every Newcastle United game has been televised. I'm never going to live this down. This is never, ever. I'm never, ever going to forget this. Because no one's talking about it.
No, you're absolutely spot on.
No one is speaking about this.
You're absolutely spot on. And Oscar, we noticed it early doors. We're like, rah, I swear Newcastle and them man there.
Man said all 3 p.m. kickoff should be televised. You're damn right they should.
You know what? Lockdown was the final straw, you know?
The lockdown was the final.
No, I can't go from watching every game back to back in a row to then I can't watch 8 games at 3 p.m. Come on, man. Do me a favor.
They did take the mic. They took the mic, man. Big time. All right, guys. Flipping hell. What an episode this was. What an episode this was. Big up to everybody who has now big up to everybody that's been watching today. So make sure you smash a like on this video. We've given you a bumper hour, okay, of top 4 content.
Monday Night Raw.
This is Monday Night Raw, people.
Extra time.
Of course, I have to end the podcast the right way, saying the right thing, people. Because, people, this has been the Top 4 podcast this week. Champions elect, the Arsenal FC. The title is over. It's done. And we'll see you next week when Arsenal cement that title even further. Until next week, man, then. Peace. 8 p.m. Monday. Check us out.